thoughts, views, and opinions expressed on this show are not to be presented as facts or an indicting nature to any party, viewing, or mention. We hope you're entertained. Thanks for watching. And we're back. Guess I'll kick it off since somebody want to type their life away.
Somebody want to take their life away. What's up, G? You miss me?
Not at all. What's up? How are you?
I'm fine. How you?
I'm cool.
That's what's up. Cree, what episode this is?
Episode 34.
34. 3 plus 4 equals 7. 7 mean good. Remember? 7 meant something
3
good.
plus 4. 7 is the number of completion in the Bible.
Oh, shit. Remember?
Okay.
Yeah.
We had that whole little 7th day we were doing? Nah.
Yeah, we
you don't
did.
remember?
No, it was a lot of 7s going on that one day. This is just 1 7, but we can still celebrate.
Nah, though. How you been, man? How was your weekend? You good?
I really chilled last weekend. I had to work, but other than that, I just chilled. Got my apartment together as much as I can since I'm only working with one hand.
True. You do a lot with that one hand. You be on top.
That sound
you very productive.
pause.
Yo,
What's your 10
yeah,
seconds pause?
that's pause. That's a pause.
Yeah, that's a pause for sure.
That was pause.
Yeah.
That was pause.
That's definitely a pause.
That's crazy.
That was not a compliment.
That's crazy.
How was your weekend, Cody?
Weekend was cool. I'm still recovering. You know, Mother's Day was a little tricky for me. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm trying to get in the groove. So,
Well, you here.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The love and the energy in the room today really just kind of boosted my morale because I came in like.
We love y'all.
Aw.
Shout out to the team.
Aw.
Shout out to the squad. How everybody else doing? Y'all good? Everybody good today in here? Yeah. We got a full house today. They ain't even tell me
A
they was
lot of
coming.
people today.
They just
Yeah.
popped up.
Yeah,
Everybody.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Appreciate
like
y'all.
7 of us in here.
Yeah.
We're gonna see who gonna do some work today since everybody wanna come. Oh man, we
I'm gonna
got
get you a t-shirt that say you don't do no work.
cause don't be
You swear to nobody does any
Cree
type
do some
of
work. I get it to Cree. Cree be doing some work. Robin be doing some work.
Yes.
None of the specifics don't do no work.
That's
And you
crazy.
wonder why
That's
everybody is
crazy.
seeing Bree. Like you
None of the
wonder.
specifics don't do no work. Nike don't know. He don't need to talk about doing. I went on a rampage. Noah hit me. What day he hit us like?
Oh no! I think we was already recording, and
The
Noah
live was
texted
almost
the group.
over. Like, yo, we doing a live this week? I was like, oh man. But nah, shout out to the squad though. We got a good team, man. We could be doing a lot of dope stuff. So it's a lot of dope stuff going on, and it's actually we got a dope shoot coming up. So I can't wait for us to do that this weekend. Like,
Yeah.
Like we just doing a lot of creative stuff. The summer kicking off, a lot of events, just a lot of dope shit.
Can you stop cursing so much?
I'm a quick curse because our next guest on here, he signed the PBS, so he can't be around.
That's what?
He can't be around none of this, you know what I'm saying, vulgar language. We gotta.
Did you say PBS?
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
you,
it just
no, you
sound like
definitely.
it.
He signed the PBS.
You said PPS.
Oh, he ain't signed
It's
PBS.
not. I think it's not channel 26.
I thought that was PBS.
No, PBS is channel 11.
Oh, you signed to the youth?
And
WCIU?
PBS
Oh
That's
shit, that's
crazy.
about shit.
PBS
PBS,
is like
that's
the
wild.
kids version of channel 11.
This man think I'm a Mr. Rogers and
Okay,
and
Sesame,
Sesame
Street.
Street.
But it's like you up there though, like Pope, you be like in the
I'm gonna let
like
you. I'm
upper
gonna let you use
echelon,
your
like
words.
you like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Doing no
I appreciate it, man. Hey, I know what you said.
Well, we
I
have
know
Brandon
Sesame
Pope
Street.
on the line, president of NABJ Chicago. NABJ, the convention is coming up in a couple months too,
It
so we
is.
could promote that if you haven't. All aspiring journalists, media people.
July 31st through August 4th. It's going to be an incredible time. This is basically Essence Fest for Black journalists and Black
Real?
media overall. Like
Yes.
it's a party. It's a party. So
You know what happens at Essence Fest, right?
You're so.
you know what happens at NABJ, right?
Yo.
I'm trying to find out.
You're
No,
gonna
he
find
talking about
out.
Essence.
You're gonna find out. It's gonna be an incredible time. And hey, thank you guys for having me. What an honor to be on your platform. I love what you guys have built with What's the Word. I always watch. I'm like, dang, I want to be on here so bad. So I'm happy that I got the invite, and thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Hey, we gonna have a good time today, man. We go joke, we go laugh, you know what I'm saying? But you always been a supporter of the platform, and I appreciate you. We finally making it happen to you on here, brother.
Yes, sir. You've done an incredible job. I'm not sure you get the flowers you deserve with it's not easy to start something. It's also not easy to maintain that. It's harder to like build something and make it successful. And you've done that. And there's going to be so much more growth that's going to happen too. So shouts to you and everybody over there.
Shout out to the squad. Everybody give yourself a round of applause.
Yay!
And the NABJ Chicago chapter
can't
president
really
just
clap.
gave us our flowers live on the network.
We should collab more with NABJ.
Y'all should
I
pay y'all
agree.
dues. All y'all journalists in
My
here.
That's
dues
cool.
are paid.
I'm talking to the squad. Look
Are
at you
they,
always
Bree?
investing.
I pay my dues. Y'all can check the payroll. Check the books.
I mean, I can check right now for you if you'd like.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I bet it
my-
say Brianna Anderson.
Ooh.
Let's find out, shall we?
Oh, hold on.
You ain't pay your dues. That's fucked
I
up.
did pay my dues
That's
this year.
crazy. You acting
Because
like-
I knew the convention was gonna be in Chicago. I feel like that's the main reason why I paid it.
You talking about me.
You have not updated your dues. Oh, wait a sec. Oh,
Oh, he looking right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
was in Miami. You ain't pay your dues, huh?
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
you are active. You are up to
Okay,
date.
I am an active NABJ member.
I'm sorry for doubting you.
I just don't come to
apologize.
anything.
You don't do nowhere, huh?
I do work. Leave me alone.
You just be outside.
Oh,
All right,
my
cool.
God.
So off air, you was talking about you were very excited about the Chicago Bears right now. Like, why you excited about the Chicago Bears? And for background
man.
information, a lot of people, the reason why I asked Brandon to come on here to discuss sports, because on Twitter, I feel like Brandon is probably like one of my favorite people to follow to talk about sports. It's like certain people just watch the game, but I can tell he understands it, and it's like we watching the game together. Like, I don't know what it'd be like when, especially like big games or even with Chicago teams. Like, it's a certain amount of us on Twitter. I'll be paying attention. It's like we all watching the game in the same spot.
Brandon broke down the whole Bears game to me one day.
He good at what he
Like,
do.
was very patient, took his time
I
because
know he had to be patient. To do
Please
that.
stop.
Bree is a good learner. She's a quick learner.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All the time. And continue. Because I'm not about this.
Look, with
Yes,
the Bears,
Yeah,
ultimately, Cody, thank you for the compliment. I'm glad you think that what I'm saying is smart. I appreciate that. I tried, man.
you had this meme that I felt it was funny. It's the Dexter's Laboratory meme. We was talking about the Bears, and you just see like Ryan
Stun on them
Poles.
hoes.
Yeah, he's stunning on them hoes. Ryan Poles did a great job with drafting this year and just putting together a team. But off mic, you was saying you was real comfortable about the Bears and like what they gonna do this year. So what makes you so comfortable?
Well, let me start with this. Obviously, I'm an Ohio State fan, and I'm a Justin Fields fan. I was one of the biggest Justin Fields supporters. I completely understand frustrations, but I also understand why the Bears had to move on. Tough situation, but I'm telling you right now, Caleb Williams, that boy is special. Okay? Day one, he's already got elite receivers, DJ Moore. I think Roma Dunze, who they drafted number 9 this year, is going to be incredible, a great slot option. And they got Keenan Allen as well
I
in the
like Keenan
offseason.
Allen. I like
Yeah,
Keenan Allen.
great Chargers, big receiver who can go up and grab stuff. Like you want, they got everything that an elite offense needs. You got a good tight end. You got a receiver who's tall and big and can outbody people. You got a receiver who's quick and speedy and is a great route runner. And then you got Roma Dunze, who's also a big, physical, athletic guy who's going to be in the slot for them. Like, and then they got DeAndre Swift at running back in the backfield, is a great at catching balls in the backfield. Like this
Pause.
offense is going to be pause.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's be adults, guys.
This offense,
that
though,
was crazy. That was crazy. He said
this
that was
offense though is going to be special, and that defense itself is already spectacular. The Bears have everything they need to at least have 9 wins this season, and it might be more. They play in a tougher division than usual now, but the sky's the limit, and I'm pretty confident they are building something special. And Ryan Poles deserves all the credit. This man has been a terrific GM. He made one mistake. That was Chase Claypool. But man, he has made up for it for sure. The rest has been awesome, and I'm pumped to see what happens, not just this upcoming season, but the seasons to come. They're going to be scary, scary.
All right, so you just said all that to say we gonna win 9 wins.
Here's why I say only 9. And that's I'm being conservative on that. They could win 10 or 11. There's no doubt about it. They got the talent. I say 9 because in the same division, the Packers are rising with Jordan Love.
True.
Detroit Lions are the Detroit Lions. That division went from being one of the softest divisions in the NFL to one of the best in the NFL. So at this point, that division is stacked, and so they have to really jockey with some close NFC North games. That's why I say at least 9 games, 9 wins, because it's going to be a tough out trying to beat the Packers and Lions twice.
Mm.
So 9 wins. That is that a lot?
That's a winning record. They would be 9-8 basically. So that would
They
be a
will.
winning record, which we would love to see in Chicago. We rarely have them at this point.
Well,
I,
does that qualify them for? Because when we were off air, you were saying you think they can go to the playoffs.
Hmm.
So would that qualify them? I don't know this part.
That's fair.
possibly depending on how the rest of the league is, but I personally I feel like with all the draft capital, for all the money that we spending, and for all the hype around this team, if we get 9 wins, that's not good. Because we literally was a 10-win team last year. We just our fucking quarterback got hurt.
Stop cursing.
I can't curse.
You owe me $5 every time you curse. But continue.
I
Ah,
would say this about
Yeah,
last year.
continue.
Last year, 10 wins was not going to happen. There was no way.
shit.
What?
That team was not that good. This team
we
is,
won 7 last year, right?
yes. Yes.
We went 7-10 last year.
Hmm.
Justin Fields was set out for 4 games, right?
Hmm.
So, and at least three games I know last season with or without Fields that we were up. Then in double digits with like 5 minutes left to go, right? And we blew the league, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
2 or 3 games. So if
Partially
you give
because
me
of
those,
Fields, if we're being honest.
you say Fields blew those games.
There are instances where Fields has to have some responsibility for some of those blown leads. Big lead to start. The defense obviously let a lot of points go, but they held as long as they could, and the offense didn't score points. And the quarterback, you gotta that's your number one job is scoring points. So
I'm gonna t- I'm gonna tell you like I told Chris when he was on here.
yeah,
Like I blame Lou Getsy. Lou Getsy made it hard for Justin Fields to play quarterback. You don't
yeah.
you don't make it hard for your QB. You supposed to play to his strengths, and he did not do that. He did not do that at all.
I agree with that assessment 100%, and I have been the biggest critic out there of the system and circumstances Justin Fields inherited. Um, I think two things can be true. Justin Fields had a terrible situation, terrible coaching around him. Luke Getsy was dang near incompetent and did not know how to handle his skill set and did not coach to his skill set. But also, if we really look at the games, there were some moments Justin just did not live up to what he needed to live up to. He doesn't process quick enough. He doesn't go past the first read very well, holds the ball too long. Now, the thing is, these are also some of the same flaws that I think Caleb Williams has. But the difference is Caleb Williams has such a higher upside. Caleb Williams, right now, already, I think, is probably a better pure passer and processor than Justin Fields. Justin Fields probably the better athlete. But we still got to see him play in the NFL, right? So I don't want to prognosticate too much on Caleb Williams, but ultimately he's gonna have more weapons, more resources.
Hey,
Fields, he's got
hey,
to
you
hold some
remember?
accountability.
You remember when they said Trevor Lawrence was supposed to be the generational talent?
I do, I do.
Okay. You remember when Zach Wilson threw the one ball at the combine and he was like, "Yo, you can't pass up on this kid."
Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I am one of the people who always pushes back on those things. I did not believe the Zach
Real.
Wilson hype or the Trevor Lawrence hype.
But you remember this, right? You
I
remember all
do
the hype, right? You
very
remember like
well.
this. You remember this, right? I know what's going to really fresh. I remember. You remember the Mitchell Trubisky?
Well, yeah, but I always thought that was a terrible pick. Terrible pick.
Yeah. So my thing is when you draft off potential, like I hate potential. That anything in life though, when somebody be like, "Yo, you potentially good," or "You got potential to this," or the upside of this, that just means what's in front of me is not already good enough. So it's like you can say potential, or we can say this and that. But I'm like, if you saying Caleb Williams holds the ball too, just like Justin Fields. Justin Fields is a better athlete. Justin Fields is a better leader to me. I mean, Caleb Williams is, and I say this because USC probably needed him to play hero ball a lot. So I say 'cause that was his thing. He liked to play hero ball a lot. But on the same instance, if you watch the games, Caleb Williams don't like doing the simple shit either. He like doing extra shit. So it's like
$15.
that's $15.
Yeah.
Add it to my tab. So it's like we giving up, but I get it, right? My major thing is I'm gonna miss Justin Fields at Y Bar. I'm gonna miss Justin Fields at Bevy. Like we not gonna see Caleb Williams out in the streets like that. Caleb,
That's your problem.
bro, what you mean? I ain't have that my problem.
That's your problem.
No, like our
Let that
quarterback.
man go to a community event at Garfield Park and you go meet him
Nah,
up there
Caleb
somewhere.
Williams
Like,
gonna be at them clubs where we ain't
why?
gonna be at. How you gonna be? Nah, we don't.
Why do we get more aroused? I mean, this is a Chicago thing. Like, why do we get more aroused by our athletes being in the club and kicking it?
Hey, Camila Cardoso was at Tribe.
And wasn't Angel Reese at
When
Underground
was
a couple
that?
weeks ago?
Was.
Yeah,
See,
Huh?
I
they
don't
be a
be.
part of
I
the,
don't,
they be a
I
part of
get
the
that,
culture.
but everybody goes to the club.
Hmm?
I'm not gonna miss Angel Reese at Bevy on Sunday.
Angel Reese gonna come to bed. They was gonna be lit. They gonna be at Geno's and Marty's. All that. We ain't gonna see Caleb. It's like Caleb Williams gonna be around me as Zach Levine. I've never seen Zach Levine outside of Chicago since he been playing for us.
Why you want to see him?
I
I
have.
mean, I don't be outside like that, so I don't ever see these people.
I've seen him in the clubs.
You know who Zach Levine? We're not talking about light skin with Lonzo Ball. I know you don't want to think all light skin people
Oh,
look like.
maybe I got him confused. Now.
Yeah.
Zach Levine is light skinned too.
Yeah, you
Very.
know what the difference though,
I
right?
know. No, yes, I seen him at
What's the difference?
Chalet. He was at Chalet.
Why he was there?
He was
Drake
kicking
there?
it.
Drake was there.
No, Drake wasn't there. I forgot what. It was like a holiday or something. I went to Chalet. It
I
was
think
Sigma
about
Chris.
I think about the other one, Cuvée.
But no, he was definitely there for sure. He was
wasn't-
outside.
It wasn't Zach Levine.
That was him.
It wasn't him.
Bottom line, guys, we can't be great in athletes based off where they go, what
Thank you.
clubs they frequent. Because honestly, who cares? At the end of the day, if they have the club too much, I'm worried. They need to be focused
Okay.
on ball. All
See, you
right.
from Ohio, you don't get it. You don't get it. You don't get it. You gotta be in the streets. That's how you get. Michael Jordan. You think about Michael Jordan used to be at Foster Park. He used to be at the 50-yard line playing cards. That made him a part of Chicago culture. Like,
It's a gambling addiction.
no, it ain't no
Okay,
gambling.
it's a gambling addiction.
It ain't got to do with the gambling addiction. It just means that you you put yourself part of the ilk that makes
There's
yourself
other ways
Chicago.
to be a part of the culture
No.
than
I
popping out at Y Bar.
There are many people that are part of our culture that don't go to Y Bar. I haven't been to
Okay.
Y Bar in 5 years.
Okay,
But
why
you know-
are you still at Y Bar? Maybe let's talk about that.
I'm just saying though, like you the young black quarterback. Caleb Williams don't even get a haircut. Justin Fields was getting his haircut by D. Shout out to D the Barber. That's my homie. You know what I'm saying?
You just too invested into Justin
Yeah.
Fields in the streets, like
Justin Fields was one of us.
and that's probably
I
why he
can
didn't
agree
do
with
his
that.
job correctly.
Oh,
I felt like
Ooh.
Justin Fields was the closest thing. Like I said, Justin Fields was the closest thing we had to D Rose. That was the closest thing. Like he felt like he was one of us. And
Wow.
this
Wow.
Caleb Williams guy got black nails. He be doing this. He like Russell Wilson to me.
Oh no! Can we?
You worried
What's
about
Chicago
the-
Scott? Let's talk about something else,
That's
guys.
unfair. That's
He
unfair
is
to
not like
Caleb.
Russell Wilson.
He is Russell. If
You
he-
will not just call
he
him
went-
corny just because he doesn't relate
Look,
to the things
guys.
that you think are part of the culture in Chicago.
Hey, Brandon, please.
Well,
take
that's the
us
thing.
away.
Exactly. Caleb is different. There's no doubt about that. But different can be good. He represents a different generation. You know, he is. Got to think of it, he's like 22,
Yeah.
21. He's a Gen Z, and Gen Z is different, right? They're gonna do some things different. It's gonna be okay. You're gonna see him out. He gonna be outside at something. No doubt about it. Don't
He
worry.
gonna be outside. Yeah, Cody.
You're gonna get
And
your
he
chance to get some
And he
FaceTime
low-key
with him.
just calls you old.
FaceTime, pause.
We both have reached a point where we are watching young men and women get drafted who are just young, right?
Hmm.
We have reached the point where people we grew up watching are now coaches or running front offices, right?
True.
They're not playing no more, except LeBron, who seems like he's gonna keep going. So we got to accept these as these athletes cycle through. They're gonna be different. They're gonna operate differently, and their leadership style and communication style and nails and everything. It's gonna be a little different. As long as you can ball, I don't care.
That's
Ball
all
out.
that matters. Okay.
I'll give you that. The last statement just really because I ain't gonna lie. The Bears make it to the Super Bowl. I ain't gonna care if he don't comb his fro, his nails is pink. I don't care what he do. Super Bowl, we in there. You know, I got my shit. I'm gonna talk.
I'm
Super Bowl.
telling you, the
25.
Bears have everything they need right now to make a serious run to compete in this league. You haven't been able to say that for the Bears in the last 5-6 years, right? You can
You see,
finally say this is a team that could be a playoff contender. And hey, the year after that, let's say they get some more offensive line help. Let's say they get some more corners, a better defensive end. Then hey, it's going to get even better. They still need an edge rusher. If they can get a good edge rusher, oh my gosh, this is a Super Bowl caliber team. I am very high on the Bears, pending Caleb Williams being as good as I think he is.
no, for sure. When you said edge rush, I had a joke, but I'm gonna leave Bree alone.
Oh
Like,
boy. Oh boy. Yeah, Bree gets bullied a lot here. Dang.
Do you see it?
I do.
So when
I
I
do.
found my HR report,
she do not get don't be on her side. G. You should see how she talked to me off mic.
he is always on my
Well, I
side.
did
She
get to
always
hear a
talk
little
about how,
bit of that. I heard a little bit of that. So I do have
yeah,
to say, Bree,
she be coming in, she just be coming in going crazy.
we
Not
do
But
have
now
to
that
hold you
you
accountable there.
mentioned Braun and and you also mentioned earlier when you've been from Ohio. So you seeing Bronny is in the combine right now.
Yeah.
Uh
Yeah.
the smile on your face, man. What's your thoughts behind this?
I don't understand it, man. I am baffled by this whole thing. But also, I got to add the context of like, I don't know Bronny. I don't see him every day. I don't cover Bronny. But I don't know who it benefits to rush Bronny into the NBA. I don't think it benefits him. I don't think it benefits his mental health. I don't think it benefits his game, his career. Um, I don't know who it benefits. And ultimately, I'm hearing reports that LeBron now has kind of backed off the whole like, if a team gets Bronny, they're going to get me type of thing. That's not going to be the case anymore. But he does still want to play with him. But ultimately, Bronny does not look ready for the NBA. I think that's so clear and abundant. Um, and so I'm just worried for him, honestly, personally. Um, so young, I don't want him to burn out. I don't want the pressure of living up to the greatest basketball player of all time's legacy. Um, it's going to be tough. So I'm wishing the best for him.
But is that even what he wants? Like, does he want to? Do he just want to play basketball? Do he want to be like a goat, like his dad? I don't think he wants that.
Well,
I
that's the
think he
thing.
wants to play. I think he want to play in the NBA though. I don't think that personally. I feel like the same way I felt when Dwayne Wade kind of like you pushed his son into the NBA. I think it takes away from their story and their journey, and this is going to also take. This is what people talk about LeBron James when they say like he's always trying to control the narrative. It's more about storylines and not about hoops. This is what this is the type of stuff that they talk about. Like you're there should be no way like this kid should be thinking about the NBA. Yeah, first of all, he just was dealing with heart problems earlier this year.
Yeah, his health, man. Like
And,
Yeah.
like,
it's concerning. I don't even know if he's in NBA shape. If he can handle the conditioning it takes for an NBA game, he couldn't handle playing at USC
yeah,
conditioning wise. You're like, and ultimately, man, like I hear you on the narrative stuff with LeBron. I really don't think LeBron is pushing this as much as people think. But I do think this signals that LeBron is probably going to be retiring after 2025. Um,
damn, 2025.
this is likely going to be
That's
the
next year, right?
last.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's 20.
next season. This next season coming up will likely be the last season, if not the second to last season for LeBron James. The mystery is going to be where's he going to be playing it at. He's likely going to opt out of his contract in LA. A lot of reports say he still wants to stay there, work out a new contract. But we also saw him at the Cavs game recently. And the last time LeBron went to a Cavs game while being on another team, he
He
was
ended
on
up
the
coming
Heat.
back.
He ended up coming back to Cleveland. I would love if he came back to Cleveland. I think that's how it should end. I think that's where he belongs. That's home. I think the Lakers never made sense. And I've always been mad at him for going to the Lakers. I don't think that team has ever been structurally set up for him front office wise to surround him with talent to win a game, to win a basketball championship. I think that's still going to be the case. I don't see a route for him to win another championship if he stays in LA. So if he's about winning more rings, he's probably going to have to leave. If he's
But
about
we,
just enjoying his life in LA and ending the legacy in the sun, the Lakers are likely the destination.
I mean, the Lakers. That was more so. I know, Bree. I just seen you on my battle cut you off. But the Lakers was more. So, it was more so about business, like movies, business, and building his brand. I don't think
For
the
sure.
Lakers move was about basketball at all.
And that
Um,
sucks. Like, I think that's unfortunate. I'm glad he won the championship in 2020.
Did
Um,
he really?
oh,
Hey,
boy,
don't
you're not
discredit.
saying you
The
don't say
facts
you
are
you're
the
not one of
Did
those
he?
facts.
people, are
Did
you?
he?
He got
Did
a
he
ring.
really though?
They
Facts
got a
are
ring.
facts.
Did
Cody,
he
Okay.
let me ask
really?
you this. Cody, what
I,
about the bubble would say that it is a lesser championship? I'm confused by that because it seems like they had harder circumstances.
I get what you're saying with the COVID thing and mental
Neutral
health
court,
and mutual court, but it was a mutual court,
neutral
and then
court.
on
Best
top of that,
team wins.
they took a month. They took a month and a half off, so therefore it was
Everybody had a month and a half off. Yeah. So
yeah.
did
So you got to
Kawhi.
rejuvenate you got to rejuvenate your body, so you use more health, so that like you that rest benefited people like LeBron.
And the
Also,
guys that lost too.
you had a lot of players. You had a lot of players that wasn't even mentally checked in for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's their
Like it
own
was a lot.
fault.
Yeah, that's
Huh?
But you know, all of this
that's their
applies to
fault.
everybody. That
It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
but
during a
excuses for
global
people.
pandemic. You got to think about it. People was losing people. Like people, family members was dying. I know it was a few players that had to check out to go to the. They had to go to like Lou Williams had to. He missed some weeks in the bubble because he had to go to Atlanta for a funeral.
But that would make it a more challenging year to win. I feel like because all of this applies to every player that played in that season.
Thank you,
Yes
Bree.
and no, right? Because if you go back into those times, LeBron was one of the main people like, Neil, we got to do this, we got to do this. When there was a lot of other players on the fence that like, bro, this not even a time for us to be thinking about basketball. So that could already just go and saying like his mindset was like already like different from everybody else. So he's already coming into in a superior way.
Cody,
He have a mental advantage. Like it was
Cody.
players one ready.
Look at
If
Brandon.
Brandon, Brandon.
If LeBron would have said, "Hey guys, I don't think we should play," you know what would happen? The MJ truthers and the LeBron haters out there would say, "Oh look at LeBron. He's not passionate about the game. Look at him running from the grind. Look at him quitting." That's what y'all would do. That's
No
exactly
one
what.
would have said if you would have
That's
never
exactly
played
what
in
would
the
happen.
middle of a global pandemic when people are dying. All we see on the news and all we see on the news, I'm gonna retract the statement I was going to say, but all we see on the news is people in ice trucks and back in ambulance and
Look at his face.
that's all we saw.
He's over it.
Like we don't know. Like, the
So
rest of the
LeBron's
world
the
is
only person that was committed to. LeBron's the only person that was like, you know what, I'm gonna lock in and win a championship. Ultimately, I think that's great. Kawhi didn't do it. We saw Kawhi fail miserably,
Mm.
yeah. Everybody, there's a lot of people that didn't want to play in the bubble. There's a
but Jimmy
lot of people.
Butler, he balled out.
He
Yeah,
balled.
and that's another clear example. If without outside of the bubble, the Heat wouldn't have been in the championship that year.
Oh come on, that's not right.
Oh, yeah.
That's
That's
not right.
the
Come
Lakers
on.
wouldn't have been in the championship that year.
All
Like,
right, now you
Oh,
tripping. Now
you
you
are tripping,
tripping.
bro.
Go ahead, nephew.
Because the
The
Lakers
Lakers
was
had the
number
best
one.
record. Thank you.
They had the best record going into the playoffs. Like they was the best team in the NBA before the pandemic happened. Like don't get them confused now. They was doing real good.
Like, come on. This idea that the Lakers were the only team that benefited from the bubble, from the rest.
I'm not saying the Lakers are the only team that benefit from the bubble.
Everyone had the
All
same
all
circumstances.
all I'm saying is since the bubble, he ain't even sniffed the NBA finals.
The
He don't
bubble
even
was
know what they
different. They
smell
had a
like.
whole new
He can't
team
even skip in the NBA finals. He ain't even tap dance or nothing.
Who?
because the front office
Well,
changed the whole team.
true.
Where's Caruso playing now?
Okay, the
In
man limbs is
Chicago
probably
doing
falling
nothing.
apart.
Come on, man.
Bro, they seen what they had. They had
They
what
had
it
a good
was.
team.
They like, yo, we cannot mess this up. This is our best chance. We gonna go to the bubble. And when people heads messed up, people not all the way. And it was coaches that was like, it was a lot of people that was like, yo, we shouldn't be doing this. Speaking up on this, but the league wanted their money. Everybody wanted to get paid. They must like if the whole world shut down, but y'all gonna have some basketball players who the whole world shut down. Everything. I remember I couldn't even go outside. Like, remember when they were saying your friend from the Pentagon was talking about it's gonna be like martial law and shit? Like, it was dead outside for those months.
Cody,
But they can go hoop.
if LeBron would have had the same game Kawhi had in a game 7, where he scored like what, 7 points, blew a 3-1 lead,
Mm.
would y'all be like, oh, but the times were so uncertain. Oh,
Cody would.
people are going
Mm.
through so much. We got to give LeBron grace. No, y'all wouldn't. Y'all would fry him. And I bet you if anybody else won but LeBron, the bubble championship, we wouldn't hear nothing about it being insignificant. I guarantee it.
I definitely would. You definitely would hear me saying that the bubble championship. It was good TV, but they had AI audience. Like I could have been an audience at the game.
You could have been.
So remember when you could like pay for a spot, like pay for one of those cardboard
And
cutouts?
like your head pops up.
Yeah.
In the seat.
Talk about I'm making noise. They got the dude in the arena. Talk about come on now. Nah, man. Shout out to Lakers though. They got their ring. Kobe died that year, so I was happy with it. You know what I'm saying? Kobe, my favorite player. But y'all know Kobe would have looked at this bubble ring. He wouldn't.
Kobe would have locked in.
Kobe wouldn't. He would have looked at it like this. Kobe so cold. Kobe to be like, all right, we got the bubble ring. All right, in order to validate this bubble ring, we have to run it back next year.
They ain't have
That's the Kobe Bryant mindset. LeBron James is gonna start crying when he got the bubble ring. Like this is probably the best championship ever, the hardest.
What you mean? That meant something.
LA,
to
this
LeBron,
for you.
man.
I feel
know.
like winning a championship during a global pandemic.
The bubble ring is the same thing as the play-in tournament ring. That little thing they do that thing they do in Vegas.
That's crazy.
That's
Y'all
all.
the same, man.
I think
on.
y'all are
That's the
some
same
haters.
thing.
And y'all
Y'all-
discredit people for their hard work during
ridiculous,
a
man.
global
That's hateration.
pandemic. It's insane.
Speaking about ridiculous and NBA players doing some wild stuff. So, how familiar did you see that Glenn Big Baby Davis and him getting what he got to do 2.5 years, 3.5
Three and a half years.
for health insurance fraud?
I heard
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Yeah, saw his video.
Veneers.
He gets some veneers.
I heard that people was getting veneers off it.
I think it was him and some other NBA players. that
Yes,
was
a
involved
couple
in
of
this.
them.
See, I'm like I know one of the NBA players that was in that trial. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You be volunteering information you don't have to say. You know you didn't have to say that.
I know one of them, and I ain't gonna say his name. I could have went there, but I know one of them, and some of them people really be.
He got veneers?
He ain't giving. Nah, he ain't giving veneers.
Oh,
His teeth still look like mine. He should have got them.
But yeah, it's a group of them.
Yeah.
It's a group of
Yeah,
them.
it's a group of them. But I guess the real conversation that really sparked me to like bring us up because he got 3.5 years in prison. I think is wild.
But also, how do you run health insurance scams on the NBA? Like, how does that?
I think it's like a retired players thing.
Yeah, retired. Yeah.
Like
Okay.
they provide money. They was doing some type of scamming. with
Okay.
it.
Okay.
I mean, the money there. Ain't no if the money there, go get it. That's how I look at it.
That's fair.
But you wanted to compare it to.
I wanted to compare from Brett Favre stealing from them the poor people in the state of Mississippi because he was stealing like money from like welfare funds, right? They was embezzling money from welfare funds for stadiums and stuff like that, right? And
Did he go to jail?
no,
He must have had a better lawyer. That's all it is. Settled outside of court.
he
He also had a different skin tone.
yeah. I think
Oh, well,
that's the way I want to get at it.
I just assumed he was African American too.
You didn't know Brett Favre was white?
I never heard
Oh
his name.
wow,
before.
Bree. Brett Favre
I
might be
could
the
name
whitest
somebody y'all
quarterback
never
of all
heard of
time.
before too.
They probably we didn't heard. What, Celine Dion,
Callie Uchis.
Oh, I like
Shania
her.
Twain.
Shania Twain.
See,
See, you don't even know.
She was a cheetah girl, right?
a cheetah girl is crazy.
Yeah.
I
Never
don't know.
mind.
But
Cody,
continue.
go look up Shania Twain. She's one of the greatest of all time. Go
The
look her up.
greatest of all times.
What she sing?
She white. She got that song, right? No, wait. I know the song though.
What's the song, Chris?
The song
It's something
is
about a woman.
on.
It's something about a woman.
Yeah, it's something about a woman.
You don't even
Is
know
it?
the
I
song.
feel like no. That's
I
not.
feel like something
no,
like
that's
that.
not it. I was listening to it yesterday because I was watching The Judge.
The specifics are
Netflix.
crazy. I don't know shit.
Hey, that's crazy.
Continue.
That's crazy.
But you don't know Shania Twain is even crazier.
Raise short hands in the room that know Shania Twain. I got a better
That's
question.
more than half.
Short hands in the room, people that don't know Shania Twain.
There's 4 people.
I gotta culture yourselves.
Yeah.
Cody, I guarantee if you've been to Target, you've heard Shania Twain.
You heard Shania Twain.
See, that's where you lost me right there. You talk about Target. That's where they play Drake at, right?
Yep, they
That
sure
is where they
do.
play Drake. Yeah,
I
Passion
don't want to
Fruit.
hear.
Yeah.
That Passion Fruit and
Yeah.
Forever 21.
And Cheetah Girls. They played that too. But Brandon hit it right on the head though. I think his skin tone had a lot to do with it. And
And to do that in Mississippi, where you're taking advantage of a mostly black population, is
Yeah.
is awful.
crazy. You know,
If anyone hasn't looked at
they
the Brett
sued
Favre
Shannon Sharp.
situation, please do. Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
y'all.
I mean, whole thing is bad. Whole thing is bad. Brett Favre was way worse, and Brett Favre, I think, has dodged accountability for the most part.
He sued Pat McAfee and Shannon Sharp for speaking bad on him.
Really?
What?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
He
Well,
had a lawsuit. Like
So it was proven that he
They
was
spoke
taking
fat.
welfare funds, and he sued the people that actually spoke up for what was right
Yep.
to get some more money.
Yeah. They beat the case though, but he sued them. Was it defamation? Defamation?
Defamation, yeah.
Yeah, it was a defamation case.
I didn't know that though.
That is insane. There really needs to be a case study on other cultures and how they think like lawsuits are like the answer to everything. I don't think it is.
When I get some money, I'm suing everybody.
But for what?
Nah, I feel like that's
It's just a bunch of transfer of funds if you really look at it.
Just a waste.
if I had the money, I would probably do a lot of lawsuits for defamation because people be talking crazy.
Wait, if people be talking crazy, Brandon, what's the craziest thing somebody ever said to you?
I can't reveal that, but
Oh
What's the
man.
second craziest thing somebody ever said to you?
ever said to me?
That you was like, yeah,
Um,
I'm down there for the sue you.
Oh, about you.
Oh, about me. No, I can't reveal. Anyway,
It's that WCIU
I would never
deal.
shut up. Stop coming at his job. He works there.
I'm just saying though, he can't talk about it like that. Look, he came. He
I probably-
He came on the show. When you come on the show, you own the show.
I'll put it
So,
this way: the wildest thing somebody has said.
Nah,
Somebody-
don't mess up your
Oh.
deal. I'm just talking crazy. No,
No,
we
I
don't-
won't.
we
I
don't
will
do-
just. I'm doing the third one. The one that is third.
We don't want that smoke. I ain't got no money.
Somebody lied on my dealings, and there was a person that said I dealt with them, and I had never dealt with this person in my life. And
Oh,
they was
yeah,
telling
I
people
would
they dealt with me.
Yeah, I
That's-
would
that's
probably
wild.
sue
Yo,
Yeah, don't be trying to claim. Don't be trying to claim me and nothing happened. Like that's wild.
Okay.
hold on. I'm still in that like my dealings. When I talk to them,
Nobody lied on their dealings with you, Cody. We know this for
That's
sure.
my day. That's my dealings. Yeah, we just be dealing with each other.
You could use
And
that
then
one. You could use that
Why
one.
did you get him started?
How you
My
No,
know?
deal.
I would probably sue for defamation if somebody really said something that like stopped the deal or stopped something that I had going. I'll probably sue for that. But just for like regular stuff, nah.
I'll probably lie if a girl say she dated me and we didn't date. And we was dealings.
You will sue for
You gonna sue for
dealings.
that?
I was super dealings.
You look like you was, but you ain't gotta worry about that. Ain't nobody gonna lie about that.
Girl. Have you seen me? Look. But no, I think you just made me lose that blasphemy just made me lose my train of thought.
Blasphemy is crazy.
Just made me lose my train of thought. You talk about girl, look.
So nobody compared. Okay, back to the story.
So do
Nobody
y'all-
compared the situation with Glenn Davis, and nobody compared that within the
In the media.
within the league.
I think we would probably be like the first people to like kind of like do this. Like I saw it over the weekend and I wanted to blog on it, but I couldn't get to it. But it was definitely a conversation that I want to present to our audience because especially people that's more educated than me to kind of like weigh in on it. Because just outside looking at it as a sports guy and then just as a black man, when I saw that, I'm like, damn. So y'all finna get bro them 3.5 years. Ashley finna have to go to prison.
Actually going to prison, taking them
still-
away from their families. is
Stealing
insane.
for some NBA money that their blood, sweat, and tears probably help cater to the funds
that y'all probably really won't even care about.
that the
higher
league
ups.
didn't even care about. But my man's was stealing from
The poor.
The poor. I don't care what skin color he was. You was stealing from poor people that needed that bread.
Yeah.
Was Brett the only one being outed? Glenn Davis had like 20 other people with
Yeah, it was a bunch of them.
Brett Favre. I think it was Brett Favre and like I want to say it was a politician with Brett Favre or like somebody that was over a university like they like Mississippi State or
That
some old
makes it
Miss.
even worse.
It was like a big powerhouse of like politicians and governors over there in Mississippi that was helping Brett
Yeah,
Favre with
it
that.
helped him come for him, but like Brett Favre was like the face for it. They just kind of like swept it under the rug. Like
Yeah.
that was crazy, man. That was
It's
crazy.
crazy what money will do.
That's what happens when you have
Crazy what
power. You could
a lot of money.
sweep a lot of things under the rug, unfortunately.
Nah, that shit's goofy. So Pope, what you got going on? So tell us about before we get up out of here with you, man. Like you was talking about the NABJ conference and it being like Essence Fest for the for journalists. Um, what can the people at home expect from Essence Fest? I mean, NABJ. Uh, let's start there. What can they expect?
You can expect more than 4,000 of the best media makers and storytellers in the world descending upon the Windy City. Um, they're going to be in the South Loop mostly, but really all around. If you know anything about TV people, a lot of TV folk, we attractive people. So you're going to see a lot of attractive people walking around the city of Chicago. It's going to be an incredible time and a transformative time for this city. Ultimately, you know, storytellers and journalists are a key engine in shaping narratives. And we all know there's some harmful narratives out there about our city that we are always working to combat. And so this is a great opportunity to directly combat those narratives with the people who are responsible for shaping them. Especially as the city is going to play host to the Democratic National Convention just a week or two later. All eyes are on the Windy City. A lot of hateration about the Windy City for sure from the outsiders, but this is another chance for us to shine and show them who we are. So I'm really pumped for that opportunity for sure.
What days does it kick off?
July 31st through August 4th. Going to be an incredible time, and it's beneficial for anyone who's a journalist, who's in PR, who's in communications, in media, who wants to get into media. It's sessions with training. There's a job and career fair with opportunities. Um, Lots of different avenues to get into, and of course, receptions and parties and stuff like that. But it's a great chance to network, make FaceTime with some of the best. ESPN First Take is going to be live from NABJ on the Friday of the convention. I believe that's August 2nd. So like, it's going to be a happening time, and we definitely encourage everybody to be there. Yolanda Adams doing the gospel brunch on Sunday. So
What?
the stars are coming out and lining up for us. Stephen A. Smith, Yolanda Adams, and many more. Likely President Joe Biden or VP Kamala Harris is going to be there as well.
What's up?
Barack Obama, and the list goes on. So it's going to be a historic time. We expect it to be the highest attended NABJ convention in the history of the organization because that's just how amazing the city of Chicago is. Registrations have already hit nearly double at the same time last year. So we're pretty excited for that. Momentum is high, people are pumped, and it's going to be a great time for our city.
Oh,
I like that
okay.
you mentioned like PR specialists and other roles
Marketing,
that
social,
yeah,
all that.
marketing. I like that you mentioned that because I feel like one of the biggest misconceptions about NABJ is that it's strictly for like television and just print writers.
It's for all of it. It's for, if you are a person who likes to write, who likes to tell stories, who likes to shape narratives. Even those of you here at What's the Word, if you are a person who's aspiring, you wanted to get into podcasting, right? That's creating media, right? And that is what NABJ is all about, and helping encourage those of us who are black in it to strive higher and fly further. I think we can all do that together. So NABJ is all about that. I've been part of NABJ since I was in college. Bree has as well, and it's a family, it's a unit. It's got your back, a great support system, and so you can really find that tribe, find that energy, and you're going to leave the convention infused with excitement and optimism and hope for your future. So it's worth it. It's a little pricey to register, but it's definitely worth the
Yeah, it
price.
is. But
Yeah,
I'll pay to see Yolanda Adams.
Okay.
there you go. Yolanda's going to be there. She's booked.
How does one register for the convention?
Yeah, you can go to nabjchicago.org. We have a link to register for the convention right there on our homepage. And then keep it locked because we're going to have some special programming for the Chicago chapter that's going to be pretty special as well. You don't want to miss that.
Okay, thank you.
Of course, of course. Thank you all. I'm really excited to be here once again. Great platform you've created, great conversation. Cody, I'm going to pray for you with your bubble takes and LeBron feelings. But hey, one day we'll have some more time to really break that down because I got a whole PowerPoint for you to break down how you're wrong. But
Mm.
we'll
Got a PowerPoint.
look, man.
We should have a PowerPoint party. Have y'all seen those on TikTok?
We
A
are not having no
PowerPoint party?
PowerPoint party.
PowerPoint parties are fun.
I don't even.
They
What
are.
is it?
You just like come
See,
up with a
Brandon knows.
topic. Yeah, you just come up with a topic. You like present it to the group in the form of like a PowerPoint. It could be like a goofy topic.
It could
or
be like how I
something.
finessed this man about me, Michael Kors purse last week, and then you
Really?
just do like a presentation slide about it.
What the hell?
Instead of tell you the story, I'm gonna show you the story. Yeah, it's fun, and everybody has to sit there like really. It's like
Yeah.
storytelling on a whole nother level. I
It
love
sound
it.
it sound cool.
Yeah, let's do a PowerPoint party. And Cody, I'll break down for you, in a nice, succinct PowerPoint with graphics and everything.
Mm.
How you're wrong. I appreciate you though. I love you, man.
I am fine.
Giving you pictures.
I'm gonna have pie charts. I'm gonna have
She gonna
stats and
visualize
analytics.
it for you.
Bro, you said if you bring out a pie chart while LeBron in the bubble ring, I swear I'm leaving. And I'm gonna block you all after that. No,
Oh man, y'all fun. Y'all fun.
no. We gotta
Make
get you
sure
on.
to tune in for the Sky tonight. WCIU CW26. They have their season debut against the Dallas Wings. Get to see Angel Reese in action, and this exciting team.
Is it a home game or away game?
Away game. It's in Dallas.
I was in Dallas. I like Dallas too. That was my spot. But
It's
yeah,
all right.
it's all right.
It's not my favorite Texas city is Austin.
Also got good music. It's good scenes.
Great food, great speakeasies. I'm a speakeasy guy. Y'all talking about clubs? I like a little chill. Bree knows. I like a little chill vibe.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
We
speakeasy
be
vibe.
outside.
That's
Apparently,
outside for me.
y'all be doing everything. Y'all ass be outside. That's why your hand ain't broke like her. She be outside.
Well, she a little clumsy.
Wow.
You gonna do a PowerPoint presentation on that?
How I broke my hand. Yeah, that's definitely
That's
what I'm doing.
crazy.
Some of us have a little more grace on some ATVs, but hey,
Yeah,
it's
I
okay.
don't. It'd be fast and furious with me.
Yikes.
But no, Pope, appreciate you, brother, for sliding, man. We're gonna have to get you in here on one of these conversations about some of this other stuff we got going on too.
Anytime, as long as it doesn't get me in trouble, I'm with it.
We got you. We'll handle you with grace.
Now we got Creed on. They gonna clip it up. You gonna be all right.
I appreciate that, y'all. Y'all have a great one, okay?
You too.
All right, see ya.
Yeah. You know what? I almost forgot that we was still live. I thought we was in my head. I was going to commercial and I was about to say something very wild to you, but
Oh, no.
I'm glad I caught myself.
Why you gonna say something wild to me?
Nah, it's I'm glad he got you together about that bowl championship.
Oh God, you was tripping.
Yo, let's
You don't like
bring in
LeBron?
my homegirl J Marie, fresh out from New York City.
It's the glasses for me.
Hey Jay.
Unmute yourself, Jay.
Oh.
Girl, we can't hear you.
Let's
Unmute
take her off
yourself.
screen because she
Wait.
unmuted. y'all
You
really,
had nothing.
Unmute yourself.
take her, cause y'all really messing with me today. I ain't got time.
You know what?
You knew she
I'm not
was
even
coming
gonna say
for
what
you.
I was just saying.
We cool. Just come on.
We're not gonna do
You
that.
was coming for him.
Let's come on. Let's go.
I
Let's
just-
just let's go. Let's
But
run the
my
show.
dumb self didn't mute myself, so I'm gonna just eat that.
That's on brand for you. Come on. Let's go. Let's next. What's the on running show? Let's talk about it. Let's do it.
Dang,
Alright,
y'all
let
not gonna
me-
ask me how I am or nothing. You know what? It's
Yeah.
cool. I'm doing great.
No, I
My mother
no, I
said
was-
was great. Thank
How you
you.
doing? How you doing, Jay?
I was gonna get
How was
into
your
it because
weekend?
I wanted to talk to you about your weekend with was the Strength of a Woman conference.
You had some fun.
Yeah, the summit in New York. Shout out to Strategic Marketing Media. I was invited to come and just do some coverage. So it was pretty much a summit, like an add-on to the Strength of a Woman Festival. So it was beautiful. They had a bunch of different activations. They had panel discussions with the cast from Power, and then she had like a girl talk with her besties. So like Taraji was there, Taraji P. Henson. It was moderated by Angie Martinez and Tasha Smith. So it was dope. I had so much fun. I got to meet Angie.
Who had it?
And those
Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige.
You hitting the
Yeah, Mary
record?
J. Blige. Huh?
They doing a lot. So if it was something that you would say that you took away, like what did you learn from the summit? Because I could only imagine sitting around and listening to Mary and Angie and Taraji and Tasha, some of my favorite people. So like, what did you learn from them?
Yeah, what you learned?
I think you know what? We're not doing this right now with you, okay? Bree, put the camera on Bree. Thank you.
Yeah, so they
Okay.
don't see me
So
knocking him out. Don't you dare.
I think there was a few things that I took
I ain't
away
want to talk to y'all
from
no
the
more.
summit. One of them being, can y'all, you know what?
Just
You
keep
done, Cody?
going. Just keep.
I ain't
Jay,
want to
He
talk.
Jay.
like a kid. My daddy always told me
He
like when a
really
kid
is.
fall and
Somebody
like
cut the
trip,
mic.
you just
Dang.
gotta ignore them because if you look at them, they gonna start crying. He like a kid. So the more you ignore him, he ain't gonna say nothing.
No, one of the things that I took away, one, I will say that they really curated a beautiful, beautiful event. It was very detailed. It was very womanly. There was flowers everywhere. But one of the things that I took away was really, how important it is to have like sisterhood around you, people who are going to champion you, who with no bad blood between, or no secret animosity. You could tell on that stage, like sisterhood. I said it in the article. If y'all haven't read the recap, go on to What's the Word and read that. But I said it in the article, like sisterhood was really gleaming on that stage. You could definitely tell that they're just real life sisters, and they really hold each other accountable. One of the things that they were talking about too was like in friendship, sometimes we get really busy, and so our life, life happens, and to not take it personal between, if you don't hear from your bestie in like a week, hit them up. You never know what your friend is going through, right? And another thing that I took away was actually from another panel discussion, and the I think the founder of Slutty Vegan, Pinky Cole, they were talking about, it was a group of women. They were talking about, I can't remember the other women on the panel, but they were talking about like how with motherhood and trying to balance like motherhood and you know having a career, like sometimes we do need to lean on the people around us, because a lot of the times, especially for us like who are very independent, we don't like to lean on people, or we have like a mom guilt because I have mom guilt, like I'm going over here, I'm traveling, I'm doing all of these things, and I don't want to miss certain moments. So they were just speaking on how, like, when you go through that mom guilt, to like remember that if they have people around them that are caring for them and that love them, you might miss some moments, but ultimately it's for the greater good. Like it's for you to really show them that you can do both. You can have a career and be a mom. You could, follow your dreams. Your dreams don't stop because now you're a mom. So that's some of the things I learned. I had so much fun though.
That's good. I'm glad you
Yeah.
went. I'm glad you
Yeah.
had great takeaways from it too. And I know it came out over the
Yeah, it was
weekend. Like
it
the
was great.
reason why she started it was based off the situation that happened with her ex-husband.
Yeah, like even the song, she talked about the
What
song
happened
Good
with her
Morning
ex-husband?
Gorgeous, and
Well,
just
you
like
know, her.
how
Go ahead, finish.
there's moments, huh?
Cody wants to know what happened with her
There's
ex-husband.
moments as women,
Once she married to JoJo,
really,
or
Cody.
Casey,
They were dating a while ago.
that's her ex-husband, right? JoJo.
No, her manager was her husband.
Ah, okay.
And he was like suing her for alimony, and she like the court ordered
Mm-hmm.
her to pay like this ridiculous amount of
Amount of
money.
money.
Yeah, and I think she
Wow.
still has to pay him. I don't know if she's still paying him, but like it's like alimony. Like you have to pay your ex spouse,
Like
and they
spousal
don't have to
support?
do nothing. They just sitting up chilling, and she's done all the work, her career. So yeah.
Damn.
So based off that, she don't get it. You look like you finna be like, yeah, I'm finna gonna marry me somebody.
Nah, I just,
You
it's
know
just crazy.
what?
I'm just, I don't want to say I'm happy because I love Mary J. Blige. It's just like, it'd be like, you never really hear stories about like men taking a W in these situations.
That's not a W.
It's really not a
Whoa.
W,
That is
No.
Whoa.
This is
yo.
why. This is why I wanted you to
Cut the
finish
mic.
what you was gonna say
Nah,
before we
G.
got to answer his
Nah,
question.
G, because every time I see the woman do something like this on social media, they be like, "Oh, girl, you got the bag. Okay, secure the bag. You did
No,
your thing."
because
Tommy know that's how they be on that. They be-
No, because 9 times out of 10 in those situations, the woman either is at home and has been raising the kids for all this time while you just been working, or they've been trying to build their own careers, but they can't. Why? Because they have to cook and clean and make sure that you're okay, on top of making sure that they're okay and their children are okay.
So when the
So
guy-
it's kind of just like an even exchange, opposed to in her situation, she is the reason why they had everything that they had.
Go
the
off.
same reason you just flipped it over. For
No,
the
it's
guy.
not.
It'd be
It's
the
It's
same
not
not
the
the
same
reason.
same
reason.
thing though, because 9 times out of 10, y'all men look to women to do certain things, especially within the household, right? So when you add that to, I have a career, and now I gotta go home and still make sure X, Y, and Z gets done because you as a man are still looking for me to provide those things.
It's a reason why she got that. Why
You
she
doing
got
you
paid
doing two
alimony.
jobs at that point.
It's a reason why she got paid alimony. It was something she wasn't doing right. That's all I'm saying. The judge pulled
Nah,
her
it's
favor.
probably just
Mm.
the
She made
whatever it
more
paid
money
him
than
And he
him.
less.
It was
probably
just
was
books
he
wise.
probably was at home cooking and cleaning.
No, he was with her. Okay,
And he was
her
a
answer.
manager, emotions and
He had the
stress.
easiest job in the world.
Got to watch her kiss on her Monday ass on Power.
They was broken up
That's
before
crazy.
then.
It was
Yeah.
okay.
So
That was a different
she's really
conversation.
in her glow now, and she got her little boot
Really
line
good.
coming out.
Yeah,
Yeah, with Balenciaga. I think it's Balenciaga.
I think
No,
it's Giuseppe. With
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
MaryJBoots.com, right? Shout out to Mary J. But no,
Mary J. Boots.
it is Mary J. Boots. Ain't it MaryJBoots.com?
You know what? Edit this
I ain't put
part
the link.
because
No, I
they're
literally
not
seen
going to
her
invite me to nothing back. You over here embarrassing
in
me.
a booth stand up by
Come on,
themselves.
man.
Yes, they do. Because
Yeah.
they tall. Tall
Right.
was supposed to.
I ain't know they
Back
do
to the
that.
summit.
Uh.
Back to the summit.
But anyways, thank you, Mary J. Thank you, Jay Marie. Thank you, Jay Marie, for the recap of the summit.
Man.
I'm glad you went. I was living through you. I was like, oh, this looks so nice. So I'm glad that you were able to come on here and talk about it. So let's get into some of these topics.
MaryJBoots.com. Can you put that across the screen?
No, do not put that across the screen. We about to kick it off with Marquise White, a teacher from Maryland who we just recently found out is fired because of a video that he put out on, I believe it was TikTok. I saw it on Instagram. He is a content creator, but he's also a educator. And in the video, his students, who are all females, were in his head taking his braids down. And it caused an outrage because everybody is just like, there should be boundaries. You are a grown man letting all these little underage girls play in your head. Is it right? Is it wrong? Should there be some type of mutual, it's cool? Because some people were saying that he's building a bond with them. Like, it's getting them more comfortable with being, having a relationship and being more open from like the teacher student perspective. So, J. Marie, I want to know your thoughts because you are a mother. I know you only got boys, but
take my hair out. There was quite the discourse in the chat, which had people saying this
Oh,
was
this a video.
inappropriate.
So,
Saying
yeah, I don't know if we wait into the video play or.
Because I can't really hear what he's saying. Okay, go ahead.
I just wanted the people at home to get a little quick glimpse. But Jamie Reed, go ahead and chime in on this, please. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I do feel like there's other ways he could have bonded with them. Like, I know teachers that bond through TikTok dances, or okay, I'm gonna bring some snacks and we gonna chit chat over some snacks. The whole playing in the head thing is it's a little much for me because it's like it's still personal space. If it were my daughter, I don't. So here's the thing. I don't necessarily think it's like super, super inappropriate. Like that's the worst thing he could have did. But I do feel like there should have been a line and a boundary. Like you are inviting these children into your personal space. They felt comfortable to be in your personal space. And who's to say that could not, escalate to something later on, being more in a personal space. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like just that line of like personal space, just drawing that line from the jump. Um, I also will raise the question: would this have been a problem if this was a woman? Would that personal space boundary still be there? Personally speaking, I feel like it would be different if it was a woman because it's like, yeah, y'all bond over hair, whatever, makeup or whatever. Because it's a man and because he is a man, I do feel like there's just should have been a line as far as boundary is concerned with personal space between the opposite sex. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah, that's how I feel like if it was a woman, it would not have been a problem. But because it is a male, it's given a little bit disrespectful. I'm sure he didn't consult with any of the parents. Say, hey, I plan on taking my braids down in class tomorrow after school. Can your daughter come and help me? Like
You know,
that would have came off the wrong way.
you know what's kind of weird? Because I heard him like explain it. He said like all the students. He like this was like a thing. He like made it out to all the teachers. He told the other teachers like, yeah, if your students get done with their work early, can they come to my class? They can come to my class and take my braids down. I just
What?
yeah,
That's weird.
it's
Yeah,
weird.
that is
Um,
weird.
I feel like from a child standpoint, it probably doesn't come off as weird because if
No,
I feel like everybody has had like the cool teacher. Like the teacher that you cool with, that you want to hang with. I mean, not necessarily take your braids down, but like if before class or after school, if they still there, you just there hanging with them. They probably got snacks or something like that. Like J. Marie said, like other ways, but
facts.
they probably just felt like, hey, we just bonding with Mr. J.
I feel you.
Right. But then as an adult, that's where
Yeah.
you step
Yeah.
in and you understand that mature wise, they're not at the same level you are emotionally. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's just a line of respect. Oh, you want to
But
raise your hand now. Now you want to raise your hand.
you are
Okay.
off timeout. You can join.
Just want to make sure I can join the conversation. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna behave better.
Okay.
Um, my thought process behind it. I just want to ask this question: do y'all think he should have been fired?
No,
No,
No.
I don't think he
No.
should have been fired.
Why not?
I don't think he should have been fired for just that. I feel like definitely have a conversation with him before firing, but I feel like that's like you firing way too soon. Unless they had like other things going on in the classroom, they just felt uncomfortable with him doing. Because touching his hair isn't the worst thing, like Jay said. Like there's a lot more worse things that could have been.
Who here got kids?
Don't matter.
Who here got kids in school? Okay.
Um, I think too, also looking at it from a perspective, I don't know if this is 100% true, but they were bringing up some questionable TikToks that he had up as well. So I think it might have been a culmination of things that led to this. But also in the same breath, while I don't feel like maybe he shouldn't have been fired, maybe the school is just trying to be proactive in something like setting a clear stance and a clear boundary that you can't do this, whether it's this the next teacher in the next room, the gym teacher, like there has to be a clear boundary there. And so I think that's probably what happened in this case.
And I do feel like there needs to be boundaries in the classroom. Like there's a way for you to be super cool and have that bond with your students without having to physically touch or have them physically touch you. Because I feel like even with those girls, they have that bond with this teacher, but then they get into high school and they feel like
They
they
were in
can
high
bond with
school.
a
They were in high school.
I thought they were in 8th grade. They were in high school.
There was there's like freshmen or sophomores. It's like
Freshman,
15,
sophomore.
like 15 years old.
Still correcting me and said they was in high school.
There was in high school. Okay, so for instance, so they're in high school. So then they become juniors or seniors, and they start to look a little bit more, grown,
Mhm.
cooler, and seductive unconsciously. And then they feel like, oh well, I can get close to this teacher too. Like I got to bond with this teacher in my senior class, and that won't be as professional as Mr. J was. And now something bad happens. So I feel like I agree with you. I feel like the school, if they did when they did fire him, I feel like they did it as a precaution, just to make an example.
Do you feel like this would have been better if he would have never recorded it?
Yes,
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely,
For sure.
definitely way
For
better.
sure.
it's me.
So
I'm
you
sorry
said you feel like it would have been better if he recorded it,
if he didn't.
if he didn't. Let me chime in on that. I think that actually would have been worse, and I'm going to tell you why. There's actual video footage of him not doing anything more inappropriate with them. Versus if he did not record it, who's to say that now him recording it and putting it on social media, maybe that's, maybe that's where I don't agree with, but I'm just saying in general, like maybe the recording isn't so bad because what if, he didn't record it and
Cause it's like it
one of the
shines
kids say,
light
yo,
on what's
something
going
important
on.
happened. Yeah. And then it also shows to maybe it was out of innocence because if you are doing this in a predatorial manner, why would you record it and then
Hmm.
post it? So
as a
I do.
cushion.
I think it was. I
it's
think
two
it was
sides to
very
that coin.
lighthearted. Yeah, I think it was lighthearted. I don't think it was meant to come off the way that a lot of the people on the internet took it. But at the same time, it's some of everything happens to kids these days. Like you just
Mhm.
gotta
I feel
gotta
like
take precaution.
every situation is kind of like gender bias because you keep saying because it's a male teacher, because it's a male teacher, because it's a male teacher. I was in high school pinning on teacher lashes, and that was like practicing pinning on lashes,
Hmm.
and nobody ever said, "Oh, don't get too close with that teacher." And whole time, you feel me? I don't want to say it on air, but like it's not. It's you feel me? It's certain things like me being in high school, everybody had locks. I'm playing it. Everybody had. Didn't no teacher ever say, "Oh, that's sexual. You can't do that." Everybody they making it bigger than what it is. Like you don't have to just because this is a male. Oh, don't hug male teachers. Don't give them a five because if anybody else that's been like you have some sort in that background, they take that and be like, "Oh no, it's some sneaky going on." But I see it and I'm looking at it like, "Oh, he's just being friendly." He said that like, "Oh." He want the students to feel like that's their friends. Hope that can be like somebody's outlet is playing in here.
You know you don't have to raise your hand.
I just making sure because y'all was ganging up on me earlier.
Oh my god.
Nah, so I listened to all y'all say what y'all got to say, right? Good points. But y'all remember the last show when we was talking and we was talking about like, yo, what's wrong got to be wrong and what's right got to be right across the board. And we was talking about the age limits and people dating people older and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So my thing is for this is that you can't when you're dealing with kids, it can't be gray area. What can be cool for somebody can't be cool for somebody else. Like you can't. The kids are not allowed to make that discernment because I'm like they're not allowed to make the discernment. So if they can't make that discernment on their own, the best way to police it and just structure it is just like, yo, this is unacceptable all the way across the board for everybody. I don't care if you're the cool teacher or if you're the mean teacher. I don't care if you're the woman or if you're the man. Like plan ahead, like it's like you have to be like it has to be black and white, especially when it comes to kids.
So, oh,
Go ahead.
sorry. So, are you saying that it was right for him to get fired instead of just a warning?
I feel like yes, him getting fired was appropriate.
A warning would have done.
No, a warning wouldn't have been a warning wouldn't have done it because once it go back close to that gray area, literally we just posted like in the last month or so we've been posting nothing but pedophile shit that happened with teachers and students, right? So it's like if that's what's going on, and that's what we see in the news. We're not talking about the shit that's in other small towns that make national news. We're not talking about the shit that's really going on and shit, and we come out and be like, damn, that happened to you in school. Like it be shit that be happening, right? So I can see as an educator and like a principal and just over the board, I can see like, yo, we gotta nip this shit in the bud before it gets too far because this dude can be cool. I think one of y'all was just saying that like this teacher can be cool, but we got creepy ass teachers that might not be as cool. You know what I'm saying? But we publicly allowed the door open. So as soon as that creepy ass teacher touch on some kids, everybody's gonna be like, well, shit, y'all let this whole person do this and da da da. So y'all should have nipped it in the bud. So you kind of got to stop it from the jump.
And even just being an educator, like you know that everything comes from the parents. If you want to take someone's child out on a field trip, they have to sign a permission slip. If the child is acting out and you know that there's no more discipline in this child, you have to call the parent. If he would have said, I asked all these girls' parents if it's cool, because one of the girls, they daddies could have had braids, and at home they take down their daddy braids, like just as easy as that. So if he would have said, I asked every parent if it was cool for their child to help me take out my braids, and they said yeah, I feel like all this would have never been as big as it was.
Parent can sit because all the parents would be like, yeah, we signed a form for this.
Yeah, and especially you being a content creator, you should know about. I think we was just talking about that. It's just we just had like child laws that passed about like using children as content creators, and like there's laws and like hours against that now. So it's like you should have read the room, and you should, as an educator, you should have knew policies around, okay, I'm gonna have them actually physically touching me and touching my hair, and I'm gonna record it, and I'm gonna put, because if I go on TikTok and see my child on somebody else's page, I'm gonna have a fit.
Oh yeah.
I probably would never went to the head of the school with it. Like, it's always hit up the teacher. Me and you can have this conversation. I don't want this. I want you to delete this photo, and I don't ever want to see it again.
It went viral.
Wait,
like,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's why it's a big
no,
problem
no,
because
no.
it went viral.
No. That happened on school grounds. If that happened on school grounds, I'm going directly to whoever is in charge.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, they're responsible for my children's safety. They're responsible for what happens at school. So there's no me talking to that teacher like, nah.
Yeah, he
You
definitely said
you didn't have the respect to come to me and ask me personally, so I'm not gonna have that same respect for you to go and have a personal conversation with you at that point.
That's real. You gonna say something, Chris?
I was gonna say because he made all the parents sign media forms for their kids, like for like kids to be in his videos. Like the parents knew that he recorded TikToks and he was a content creator, and like the school did. The parents said they was cool with him recording their kids and all that, and I just feel like
okay, that's a different part. That's a different component.
Yeah,
that is a different component.
It's a different component. I just feel like it's still weird though. As a teacher, just teach my kids. Like, why are you trying to do all this content creation?
Where, like, I spent the night over some of my teachers. Not a real
my
teachers' cribs before.
No.
I don't see where the problem is.
Not a male teacher.
It's because somebody else is looking at it. That would be the problem.
I'm gonna shut up, man.
Let's stop all the politicking now.
Right, so it's a lot to
Cody, go ahead.
I got a question.
I'm gonna help guide this, right? So before you get to go to your question, Jay. Let me see if it aligns with what I'm trying to say.
I was just gonna say, does he get hired somewhere else after this?
Okay.
I don't think he can.
I think so.
I was gonna say
I think he should. That's why I said like
He wasn't charged with anything.
that new added information that Chris just presented. Okay, that's different added information. So if I presented media release forms for the parents and the school know about it, then no, he shouldn't have been fired, because that's when the parents and the school should come to the defense. Like, well, we allowed this. So if
it also depends on what exactly. It's not just the media release, but what type of content did he say that he would be presenting. If it's all educational, if it's all like circulating around current events or whatever he's teaching, then yeah. But if it's something that the parents didn't have, like, had an issue with, there should be in the media release. You should be able to take this down. Him getting fired has nothing to do with the parents. That's all the school.
Not even the school. If the school knew he was doing this and they okay for him to present this to the parents and everybody signed it on board, then I'm agree with Robin when Robin said it should have been a warning shot. I believe it should have been a warning and the video has been taken down. Yeah. That's what that. Like, I don't think he should have been fired. But if it was something that was just going rogue and then you just doing some stuff, yeah, I think you should be fired. I think I don't think that's. Personally, I'm going back with what Chris was saying. Release form or no release form, I don't think it's appropriate for you to be doing that anyway.
Yeah.
Like
that's.
Go get your nieces and nephews.
Yeah, it's the personal like space for me. That's what he got fired for. It wasn't even. I don't think it's even the video. It's more like, because if it was another video of him doing a TikTok with them, nobody would have batted an eye at that. But it's the actual aspect of it.
And not on school grounds.
Not anywhere.
That's the safest
spot. No.
Get
what I'm saying,
I don't think it's the safest spot.
Get what I'm saying.
How about
if I got braids and I gotta get hair, right? Like I had back in the day.
Gonna
Yeah,
happen.
you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I get this money, I'm gonna be like LeBron. I'm gonna come just like Tory Lanez. I'm gonna have
Bosley.
bread.
We're gonna
That
lock the
story.
studio doors on you. You
Like
cannot.
Tiger did it. Watch, not coming here like Nipsey Hussle next year. Don't be saying nothing.
Nipsey is such a stretch.
I'm gonna have bread. It's like, but crazy. But look, peep game. Let's say if one of my students did hair, right? Cut hair, a barber, or braided, or something like that, right? And then they did it like at a shop.
Okay.
That's different.
I'll go. You
Okay.
can go
That's
to a shop.
different.
That's what I'm saying. Not on school
Okay.
grounds.
I was thinking
I
you was
got a
like,
mic. Y'all know y'all talking. You can hit the mic.
I thought you was talking about like at the crib or something like
Okay.
that.
Yeah, no, don't go to nobody. But if you go to the crib, it's cool too, because then they parents there, right?
If they parents are
Okay.
there.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, they parents there,
Okay,
right?
cool.
Like it's ways now because now it's different. It's not like y'all playing in my head doing school while they learn. It's like, yo, this is a profession. So 9 times out of 10, I done paid my students for this. So I'm supporting my students with their dream.
Yeah, but this
can
was
feel
on
you on that,
TikTok, so
yeah.
they used it. Clearly, it was used for entertainment purposes. So,
For sure.
By him doing it in school,
yeah.
I really got to put. You know, get the mic.
He said it. Yeah.
I'm looking at the story reports right now, and it's saying that he had the students do his hair in exchange for them to leave 10 minutes early. So having that exchange like aspect of him of letting them do his hair.
what
It's
are
kind of
y'all-
like you bribing them a little bit.
What are
Yeah.
y'all
Yeah,
doing,
he always-
man?
So-
Like, what are y'all doing in
Yeah, I
the
would- he
school?
always-
Dang, I'm over here talking about he lighthearted. I know it was
yo,
lighthearted.
All right, so how y'all feel about him crying? How y'all feel
Huh?
about him crying?
I think his feelings. I'll cry too if I would have got fired. And everybody in the world, if everybody in the world knew that we voted you out of what's the word, you wouldn't cry.
Y'all vote me out.
You gonna make a video though, crying? You gonna make a video
I
though?
would, probably. Cause at this point I gotta get my money. Like at this point I done hit rock bottom. I'll mess around, drop a nude if I need to, huh?
People
I
crying
will
in
go to that.
cameras is insane. Insane.
I will,
You crying
if
in
it
camera.
comes down to it, and like I lost everything.
You're not
Ugh,
right.
see that.
You're not right. If you crying in the camera, you are not right in the head.
If I lost
There's no way.
everything, oh yeah, baby, set it up, glass me up.
Yeah, I'm like, ugh.
Because even the way,
Okay.
like even the way they had, like the way he had his setup at home, like he had like a podcast like room, like
You like,
But y'all do understand that a lot of people that are content creators, that's their life. So they truly wholeheartedly believe that everything that they do in the world needs to be documented. And they honestly, and there's nothing that's gonna mentally like turn them off from thinking that if I don't express myself online, it's not valid. That's all that they know. It's kind of like a mental brainwash in a little bit. Like
that's like when remember when Corday won a Grammy and he was like, I won a Grammy, y'all.
oh yeah,
I won my first Grammy. And he was crying.
that's different though.
like
man.
even people like think we
That
said,
is definitely different.
You feel me? Like
Remember that?
Cody, stop making this funny because it's serious.
But he did start when Kobe died. He took that picture. He was like, "Oh my God, Kobe."
wait, who you talking about?
Are you saying you can't be a content creator and an educator at the
That's
same
not
time?
what I'm saying.
Wait,
Not
no?
at all. I'm not saying
What
that
she's
at all.
what she's saying
I'm
is
just
that
saying
this
that-
is people. This is people. She
Some
says
people
people
are
lifestyle.
just too deep in the trenches when it comes to
Okay.
content creation. Like some people can't. Some people are so deep into it that they can't divide what's content and what's reality.
Because content becomes reality. Like
Content does become reality, but there is also an extra dramatization to it to reel people in, to get people engaged. It's not just blank, always reality. Everything
That's
like
crying on the camera. Like
it's the dramatization.
No, you
I
know,
don't even like crying in front of people.
Like you agreeing, I'm agreeing with Jay. Like you, like for him to sit to have that camera up, to
You
be
gotta
talking
set up
at
the
that
lights
mic,
and
Felt like
everything
he
too.
had to do that.
and he was to crying.
I'm not saying it's right.
He should have been fired.
I'm not
for
saying
crying
it's
in front of
right.
the camera.
Stop.
No, man.
His feelings was hurt.
Yeah, I'm not saying this
I ain't
right,
trying to do
but
that.
at this point, he's probably thinking I have
He
to
said
do
his
all that
feelings
I
was
can to
hurt.
try to save my livelihood
rebrandish
and
his
try to
name.
save my name, because even though this came off totally left field, whether he planned it or not, he probably really like adored and loved teaching.
True.
And he's probably in the space where I don't know what else to do, and I probably won't be able to teach. I'll probably have to drive Uber, and then these people finna get in the car and be like, ain't you dude that was messing with them little kids? Like, who wants to live like that? Who wants to live like that?
I love how you just was so
Okay.
serious. And then you just,
Okay.
It's like you had a punchline. Like you landed onto a joke, and that was your punchline.
Who wants to live like that for the rest of their life? So I understand why he did what he did. I do not agree with it. But I told y'all, if I hit rock bottom, y'all vote me out of what's the word? Oh, please believe I'm lying on you. I'm setting the camera up. I'm crying. I mess around.
See?
Okay, I mess around. Tell them that y'all jumped me. Like, I understand why he was
Not jumping.
on there crying.
This is why we got NDAs.
I get it. Okay.
That's crazy.
Wait. So did y'all see like when in his apology video, or whatever? He was on there reading text messages from his students talking about, "Hey bestie, I miss you." Like,
Cause they was calling him bestie.
Is
I
that-
miss you is crazy.
is
Fire
that
him.
Mr. Westy, nah.
no?
Fire him.
That's a
That's
little too far.
crazy.
That's what I'm like, all right, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
Marquise
it's too
Marquise
far.
too deep. He was too deep in it.
He was too in the trenches with the kids, bro. That's
I would never.
crazy.
You text.
why you-
you
'cause why you got
texting
my
your
personal
children
number?
is
And
crazy.
then
Texting
Seal was trying to go. Seal was shout out to Seal. You know, she out there in Colombia living her best life. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to go back and forth with me in the chat, saying like, "Yo, coaches, like, what if your coach? That's the same thing. If your coach take you home, or if your coach look at you, it's different because you're not texting your coach and saying bestie.
True, but no,
but
that
I've been closer
not.
to my coaches than I have with my teachers.
whatever. Like y'all said, y'all
Yeah,
spent
but
the
your
night at y'all
coaches
teachers'
always
house.
coaches
though?
make boundaries because coaches make sure they understand the authority figure and discipline the way
This is true because I find with coaching there is a different type of disciplinary actions that go on with coaching.
For people looking at it like a different point of view, like, yeah, give me a 5, and then you give them one of the back when everybody like, no, you touched her.
Yeah.
It's been coaches that's probably in some similar of this situation, but it hasn't been broadcasted.
You can slap. You can't slap as a coach. You can't slap girls on the booty. Say good game.
Hey, gang. yo.
Baby, I
Fired,
used
bro.
to get like
Fired immediately.
I used to get hit with tap dance shoes.
Hand is on her back. Somebody look at that like XYZ.
At the end of the day,
Don't touch my
I just
kid.
feel like whatever organization, association that you're under, a school board, a sports league, whatever, they're just trying to protect the league as a whole. So, like he said, there can be a
Just
great.
you gotta use your discernment too. Like as it always comes back to your discernment as an adult though. Like you are them kids, they don't know no better. You as an adult, you know better.
You know better.
what's appropriate. You know what could if you got a question. This is my thing. If you got to question it in your head, could this be before you hit upload? If you got a question in your head or hit record or ask whatever, if you got to question it for a tiny bit, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Now, if
I
you're not
agree
questioning in your head, something wrong with you.
I agree with Jay. Point blank. Period. Somebody else that's been doing little questionable things. Meek Mill took up for P Diddy and P Diddy's son this week.
Hey man.
Do you want to talk about it?
Meek Mill needs to get off the internet.
Season.
He needs to stay. Y'all seen that picture of him?
Oh yeah, with the look.
Yeah.
I have a whole different take on that.
Meek Mill needs to stay off the
I
internet.
just want to let y'all know when I introduced Spicy Man season, y'all were literally combating with me, and I just want to let y'all know that his track record is like the spice level is giving caliente. Like I can't.
Absolutely.
So, I don't even know how to subscribe to Spicy Person season. But I can say this: what 50 did was lame. I think Meek was just speaking. I think it's like
You don't think what Christian did was out of bounds? And you can't say kids gonna be kids. He's like 25.
Writing a whole diss song about the feds raiding your crib.
And then you included 50 Cent in it. And you included 50 Cent in it. You think 50 Cent the world knows. Stevie Wonder can see 50 Cent coming for Christian before.
But at the same time, in Christian's defense, like you've been talking about my pops this entire time, been talking about like my family this entire time. I mean, it made sense. And okay, yes, he might be an adult, but he's young. He's fairly young. At 25, you was doing dumb stuff. I was doing dumb stuff. We was saying dumb stuff. So I just feel like in the same token, he was defending his dad and his
No, I feel
family.
like
He
when
was
you
saying what he
around, you
felt.
find out.
Yeah.
No, Jay, I ain't gonna agree with that. I think that what Christian did was lame. What the record was lame. It's like cool.
It
So
wasn't
it's
even a
giving me
good record.
it's giving me cool Soldier Boy, and we got to get to Soldier Boy in a minute because what he did to Metro Boom was
Oh
beyond,
yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
didn't even put
wild.
that on thing.
that was beyond lame.
Yeah, that was
Um, but I think what only thing Meek was doing was for me. What Meek was doing was just like 50. Like, bro, this like you gotta think about it. He said like y'all kill Keefy D, like y'all you keep putting them murder allegations on Puff and the thing like come on man, that's it. That ain't at the same time that's Puff shorty like 50 you 50, you know what I'm saying? Like not 50 as in like you 50 cent, but
yeah,
you pushing 50 as an
yeah.
age, like that's Puff shorty. Like sometimes you just gotta curb, you can't troll everything. But I think just like how we spoke about how the internet loves to troll Mello, I feel like anything Meek Mill do, the internet love to troll him.
No, because Meek Mill don't be reading the room.
He just be.
You set yourself up. It's instances where I feel like Meek Mill genuinely
He
probably had
sets
to not set
himself
himself
up.
up.
He
He
does.
set himself up for
Yeah.
Cause
that.
he came from
But that's also that goes back to Spicy Man season. Like I said, I get it. It's on the internet, but what's stopping you from calling somebody or even hitting 50 by yourself on his phone and being like, bro, why you do that?
I'm trying to play devil's advocate.
After you just was
but
on the internet with some looks on your face. Like, come on.
I get you, cause
Like,
he could have called 50, but him and 50 not cool because 50 and Ross ain't been cool.
well, you call somebody else that can call 50.
But that's also been a thing too with that
Well-
topic, because people was like, "Yo, 50 been shooting at Ross all these years, and Meek ain't said nothing." But the minute he speak at Diddy,
Speaking up for your man.
No.
it's
50 Cent said, I respect you speaking up for your man.
Meek walked
Spicy.
rocked into that, but it's like. I guess what I be looking at it with the Meek situation, because Soldier Boy tried to clown Meek too, said like, "Did you get hit by Dick?" Because
Yo.
Meek tried to stand up for the Metro Boomin like, "Damn, that was wild." You said that about his mama. I think Meek just so outspokenly, and he just like
Yeah.
imagine everything that think about all the stuff we talk about in the chat. Think about all the stuff we joke about amongst each other. Think about all the raw thoughts that we have.
Meek will say it on Twitter.
Imagine that we
He
just
gonna
did
say it.
everything on Twitter.
He gonna say it on Twitter.
Just like we just like everything like. I think
And
about
I'm
this.
not gonna hold you when you do time, you just go
You
about
come
life
out
a little
different.
bit. You
What
come
you know
out
about doing
a
time,
little
Jay?
different, huh?
Okay, I spent a
My
couple
daddy
hours.
was in jail my entire life. Trust me, I am very familiar with how these
You've been in jail your
come
whole
out.
life.
My daddy, yes, my daddy was in and out of jail my entire life. So, in
I know people.
seeing how people go in, come out, it's a little
But
crazy.
Meek ain't been in jail in like what? He been like 10
It don't
years.
matter. He spent
You
time
feel
in
that
jail
aftermath
though.
stick with you for sure. Like it definitely
It's been a
sticks with
minute
you.
since Meek been in jail,
It
man.
sticks with you for sure.
But
You could
wait,
always tell when somebody did time in a joint. You could.
So you feel like we should give Meek grace for some of the things that he
No!
said?
I think by
Because
being-
the intentions are usually good.
Yeah, intentions are usually good by being Mental Health Month in May. So I just wanted to point out too, like you gotta think about like those
And it's
allegations,
his B-Day month too, coincidentally.
like
Oh yeah, he acting the fool. He a Taurus.
Yeah, he a Taurus. That's what I'm saying. My
yeah,
daddy is a
that makes
Taurus. I
sense.
I
know.
don't know nothing about the zodiac sign, but
That
I
makes
just
sense.
know this, like
Men Tauruses, they spicy.
them allegations, them things about your name. That's like if somebody just putting stigmas on your name that's not true, and you know no one cares about the truth because the lie's more entertaining.
But also, one of my other biggest principles in this whole situation surrounding the Meek Mill theory is you don't have to say something at all. Half these situations, you don't have to say nothing.
I agree with you. I was just saying, like, I don't want us to pout onto it because we think about like going back to the mental health thing. Like, he has his kids watching, his mama watching. Like Tom Brady just spoke on this, like about the roast. Like he said, the biggest thing that he regret about the roast was that how some of those jokes affected his kids afterwards. Like to him, he was like, "Yo, I can take the joke. I could take what y'all saying to me." But it was certain things that they mentioned about the people he dated, certain things like his wife, his ex-wife, like his kids got to see that.
But you also have to be prepared, and you have to prepare your children for stuff like that too. Like, if you're gonna bring them to a roast, or if you know that your roast is gonna be televised, let them know some things are probably gonna come out. You
I
probably won't be happy with it, but just know that it's all lighthearted and it's not true. It could be
can't put
dry humor, however you want to spin it. But I also feel like it's up to you as a parent to prepare your children for
you
something
could
like
talk
that.
to
And
You
I
can
feel
somebody.
like
prepare them, but
You
that's
can,
not.
you can have the
You can.
conversation with them, but that ain't
Yeah,
gonna
it's not
never
gonna
do the
prepare
feelings.
the kids
Yeah,
for
how they
making fun
but
feel.
out
you
of
shouldn't
them.
have did the roast. It's a roast. You know people are gonna come and talk about you and your family. Why would you set that up?
You don't know what the jokes is gonna be like. Like
You do. You get to read. That's why you have
I feel
writers.
you. I feel you. I feel you. All I'm saying is that when we piling on people for allegations not true, if it was true that that Meek Mill had sexual intercourse with Diddy, cool. Like, all right,
But
well, we
that's
can
none
talk
of our
about
business either, though.
it. Ain't none
Like
of our
that.
It's
That
business.
not.
don't have
But if it's
nothing to
out
do with
Wait,
there,
us.
the culture gonna make the jokes about it.
What she say? They made it our business.
it's not our business, but because I feel like Meek Mill, it's really just like if you want to act as you just this street nigga, like you so tough and you doing all this gangster shit,
Do
and
he
then
do that now
just some
though? I don't feel like he's like that now.
You reform.
nah,
Yeah, no.
man,
He
he
don't
Meek
really
Mill be
move
acting
like
like he
that
the toughest gangster
now.
on the internet. He was threatening some like other people from Philly probably like a couple months ago. Like I'm gonna go pull up on y'all. Like Meek Mill put himself in situations to be laughed at. So I feel like for him as grown as he is, he should know better now to like either just shut up or just don't. Like you feel me, just get off the internet.
He
Everything don't
probably
need a
honestly
comment.
don't even care. I feel like people like him, if it's happening so
He
frequently, he probably don't.
unserious about it.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. I just think we should just be mindful of just piling on situations like that because we don't know how it affect the people around them.
And I also feel like stop coming for people. Like even with
That too.
Christian, like I get it. You're young and you feel like 50 Cent old and he shouldn't say nothing to you. But you should not have even put out this track calling out another grown man if you didn't want somebody to say something.
That's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair. I
Because
just
at
feel
the end
like
of the day,
he,
you talk about,
he
oh,
should.
well, I'm doing this in defense of my dad. You putting out a diss track doesn't help this man at all.
If he decided to do that,
I ain't
that's
even put it two
fine.
and two
But
together.
just be
But like,
prepared
why
for
would
the
you put out a diss
repercussions
track
that
like
come
in
with
case
that.
you want to find everybody else doing diss tracks?
Yes.
That's goofy. But I mean, it's Christian Combs. Shout out to Christian Combs.
You
But
gonna say that's goofy and something about, oh yeah, but shout out to Christian.
yeah, that was goofy. That was goofy. That was
People
goofy.
are not gonna like us.
You're not gonna get on a goofy. I wouldn't put that on a goofy list, but that was like goofy though. Right? He could bounce back
I
from
just
No,
feel
that's
like
good.
if you're gonna do
He can
something
bounce
like
back.
that, just
he can bounce back.
be
Now
prepared
Soulja
for the
Boy,
repercussions that come with that.
now Soulja Boy go on an all time goofy list for doing that to Metro Boomin mom though.
Soulja
You
Boy
don't do
been on the
that.
goofy list though.
But you don't do that. You do not call out
Yeah.
somebody's mom and say that you're smoking their mom. Like you don't do that, bro. You don't do that.
Yeah.
You asking for something that you gonna be trying to file a lawsuit for.
Facts.
We just talked about that earlier. He could file a lawsuit against him.
Cause you don't do that.
And the tweet is from 2012.
Why are you going back to Metro tweets over 10 years ago? You don't got nothing to do.
Soulja Boy be chasing the clout, like for real, for real. He just be wanting somebody to be mad at, like for no reason.
Yeah.
I ain't
Nobody
gonna
talks
cap.
about him.
After
That's
that,
sad.
I think I cancel Soulja Boy. I can't.
Same.
Saying this was
Yeah, it's
canceled.
just certain things you should not say. Like, what was he even mad about? Like, why bring
Nothing.
that
You
up?
went looking
I
for stuff.
feel like if you okay, you got a problem with somebody, cool, find other things. But like certain things is just like you're hitting so below the belt, and it's like you could have found other things to talk about, and still could have made your point, or still could have treat the fuck out of him. They was calling him Metro grooming last week. You could have played on that if it was
And which
that.
I looked
that
into that. Like he didn't deserve the Metro grooming.
I think it was more funny, more than like he wasn't actually doing nothing.
It's
but
trendy
his,
right now to
his-
call to
he has
say
some
but
that.
at the
crazy
same
shit.
time,
He
you
was
kind of
he
asked
was
for that.
He was 18 when he made that
Stepped
statement.
into
He has
that.
some crazy tweets though.
He was 18 when he made that.
He
Like,
stepped into that though. The second you think Drake's fans wasn't gonna come to his defense and say things, so that's really what happened. He
Yeah,
stepped into that. So again,
yeah.
what Bree said earlier, you don't want the repercussion. Don't step into it.
Don't step in it.
that's true.
You worried about this man's ass.
What else?
Weird.
What
You
about
weird to me. BBL Drizzy, like
Hey,
gross.
Oh,
hey,
you say
get
his
off,
abs.
get off the
abs,
song.
Abs.
Oh, his
Okay.
ass.
No, he said
You ain't
ass
heard BBL
too.
Drizzy?
He made a whole beat called BBL Drizzy.
You're
That's
And he
talking
was
about his
having people
abs,
rap
right?
it
on
was
it.
ABS.
ass.
No, I thought he was talking about his abs too.
No, his ass.
Oh, this makes me feel
because
old.
Drake commented on his post. He's like, "You chefed up the beat about my ass, bro." Hey man,
He was
Metro.
talking about his abs.
No man, he talking
I
about.
don't even belong.
No. The song says BBL
You
Drizzy.
feel me?
But that's why I thought the BBL, like he took it from his stomach.
I don't belong. I don't belong in hip
It's
hop.
still you still talking about his ass at the end of the day.
Oh my god!
If you see a girl got a BBL,
I thought he was talking
Oh
about his
my
six pack
no,
I don't belong.
it's funny. Like,
because he went and got abs. He got like the Bandman Kevo, didn't
Yeah,
he?
he got
Yeah,
that Kevo.
alright.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
he didn't really get no. Like Drake don't got a BBL.
The
Yeah.
BBL
That
is
we
crazy.
know of.
Having a Batman Kevo, you Drake is crazy.
Having a Bandman Kevo is crazy.
Shout out to Batman Kevo.
Okay. Let's try to light real quick.
We ain't
Let's
gonna get
make
no
this
get-
a little bit more lighthearted. Taylor Bennett shouted out the one and only, the magnificent, the legendary Cody McKee. Woo!
You know what I'm saying? You know I'm magnificent on Sway in the morning. Shout out. Look,
Let's watch the video.
show the video, man.
Let's play.
Tell you, showing me some love.
Person, like fuck even a full artist. Like as a person, the music that I was constantly taking in was
just
only
like
a
he does
fraction of what the real world was, but it was what people wanted me to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I had a conversation, shout out to an amazing artist and journalist from Chicago named Cody Mack. He was like, yo, I see all the success you're having. I love it. He was like, but I feel like you can pull some of that positivity from hip hop. And I think that we really need you. And I was like, hip hop needs me. I was like, oh shit. I was like, this is what I've been waiting for. That's the Batman signal. And I immediately, like, no cap. But this was all, like you said, it was very much inspired by the trip. And also, like, you know, the music and those different things. But immediately after that, when I came back to Chicago, I was like, yo, and you guys know this, my favorite rapper, person, like, fuck even a full artist. Like, as a person, the music that I was constantly.
That was dope, man. Shout out
How
to
you feel?
I got my flowers on Sway in the morning.
You got your flag. You
up,
got the
man.
answers,
That's
Cody.
what's
I got the answers.
You got the answers.
I ain't gonna lie, I gotta get on you though.
Why? Why you gotta get on me?
Because he's talking about you called him Batman basically.
No, I didn't call him
That's
Batman.
that's some funny shit.
He was
He
really-
shined the
He
bat
was-
signal.
You say hip hop
Cody
needs
said
me.
hip hop needs you, Tay Tay.
Tay-Tay is crazy. That's crazy. Wow, that's crazy.
No, I like that for you. But I feel like I feel
dope.
like things like that needs to happen so people can know that Cody is not a mean-spirited person. So people can know how Cody really cares about the culture and cares about Chicago. And really, you know, like plant seeds. Like everybody don't have to be visual and have to record every time they plant the seed for the culture.
No, that's facts.
Yeah.
Picking me up. Come on.
Hey, man.
No, that's it. That's all I got for you. I'm out.
Everybody else got something nice they want to say about
No,
me?
we're moving on.
You want man?
Nobody else got nothing nice they want to say about me?
I
I was gonna say something, but
Come on, Jay, say it. Come on. The people want
I
to
don't
hear
know.
it. Come on.
I was just gonna say Cody do care. Besides all of the jokes and all of the crazy stuff that he be coming out of his mouth sometimes, besides the fact that he said I can't read, but I'm a great writer.
Ooh.
Cody will take the time. If he believes in you, he's gonna take the time to like.
He be
Yeah, you know what?
I just said it earlier today.
You telling her she can't read, but
Nah,
it's a great
he don't
writer.
tell me. No, he don't tell me that for real. I'm just
You should put
joking.
that on the shirt.
I'm just saying. Aside from all the jokes, Cody really is a person that really cares about your growth. So it's a testament to what he does behind the scenes all the time. So
Thank
shout
you,
out to
Jay.
Cody.
Yeah, hey, Cody.
Thank you, man.
That's
Anybody
all
else?
I'm gonna give you for the rest of the year, though.
Nah, nobody else.
No, moving on.
Cree. Noah.
No.
Nike. Nobody. Chris Pacific. Anything you want to say?
Chris Pacific is
That's
crazy.
why. That's why
That's why I ain't
nobody
gonna say
else had
nothing.
nothing else good to say. Oh, we could talk
Chris
about Ludacris.
Pacific. Oh my god.
Ludacris was on Club Shay Shay, and he said
That
that.
one, he wasn't on Club Shay Shay.
No, he was on that
That's
one.
not Cam Newton. You right.
Talk Club Shay Shay.
My bad.
Everybody don't be on Club Shay
Everybody
Shay.
be on Club Shay Shay. Ludacris was on Cam Newton's, what is it, Funky Friday podcast.
That's what it's called?
Yeah, and
Damn.
he said that he would be Jay-Z in a verse writing competition.
That's crazy.
Let's take a poll. If you think that Ludacris would be Jay-Z, raise your hand.
Stop it. Right? Ain't not one finger in here is lifted up.
In a verse?
In a verse writing competition, you got one verse to write. Jay-Z and Ludacris.
So is he writing a verse for somebody else? Is he writing a verse for him to rap for?
With him. So let's watch the video.
Yeah.
See what he
I
said.
got to see some context.
Wheezy. Verse. Like, if I sit this person down in the room and sit you person down in the room, you guys have 2 hours to create a verse.
A verse.
Ludacris versus
Radio voice.
Hove.
A verse? I would have to say win. I would win on that one.
Hove?
Yeah.
Tell me, ooh, knowing that, you know, almost like what's that on Netflix right now? Love is Blind. If they give you like a boom, talk about it. You know who you're going against.
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
2 hours. Give me some shit that you.
No, I'm just. Oh, you talking about? Wait, say it again.
So you had a situation where, hey, I lock you in a room for 2 hours, and lock Hove in a room 2 hours. Y'all got to create a verse.
Right. And I mean, that's a strong statement to say that because, again, Hove is definitely one of my favorites as well. Verses, man, I'm just going to go in and metaphor and style in terms of like flow. Like I'm going to kill that. And it's not to say that Hove is not going to kill that shit. But I'm like, when you say shit like that and it puts me in a category like, oh shit, I'm going against Hove, I got to, like every word, every line, every style, every flow, every metaphor, I got to go.
Wheezy.
I think sometimes y'all be forgetting who Ludacris is when it comes to rapping. I think that's what it really is. I don't think Ludacris put out no music.
Who is Ludacris? Like, I don't get me wrong.
All right, so I'm gonna just be real, right? I'm gonna be real, right?
Ludacris is chicken and beer, right?
When Jay-Z was having his run, Jay-Z was like LeBron. When he having his run, everybody had a turn to win. Like, he did not dominate the rap game. Only thing that made Jay-Z seem like he dominated the rap game to y'all
is his longevity.
His longevity. But when in that late 90s and early 2000 run,
you know what? Go home and ask y'all mamas.
Hove won at the top of the game. Like Nelly had this shit one year.
Yeah.
Nelly from St. Louis.
Nelly.
Come on now, like like come on, like DMX. Like Hove literally tried to sabotage DMX's career. Took songs off his album, put it on soundtracks. Made DMX drop 2 albums in the same year. Like, motherfuckers like, yo, X said it himself, like, yo, I just dropped the album. You took one of my hit records, you took it off one of my albums, and I still got 2 number 1 albums in a year. He's the only artist to ever do that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like, Hove, everybody tells this story. When Hove became president of Def Jam, his whole overall thing was to sabotage everybody else and just put Rockefeller up. Okay. Like, and he still was not successfully at that. Like, I love Jay-Z. He cool, but we just can't say he like cool. A guy MC with the pen. Like,
I would not say that Jay-Z is a guy.
I wouldn't say he the guy MC.
A guy MC? No. But
that's the whole thing. It's just writing a verse. Like,
I think he'd be better than Ludacris, though.
I can't say
I agree.
It depends on the song. What type of beat is it? Like, shit, her whole last song with, like, shit, Nas murdered him on that shit. That's Sorry Not Sorry.
Beyonce murdered him on the song.
Nah, we ain't gonna do that.
Nah.
She has.
But you think Ludacris can write a better verse?
Surprised that he could do that.
I think Ludacris can write a better verse than Hov.
I believe it too.
Really?
I don't think it's not. I'm not gonna say it's hard to do it, but it's people that write better verses than Hov. Like Jadakiss got verses that I feel like be better than Hov. Fabulous make an amazing verse.
And I'll give you them people. I don't think I can give it to Ludacris though. I don't think Ludacris
I can give it to Ludacris either.
Wow, that's crazy.
Like I don't.
Yeah.
I don't hear a song with him to even have like he can have a raw verse, but like just put on the song, bro.
Nah.
You don't listen to Ludacris now because he don't make no songs.
2024.
Oh wait, hold on.
Yes, you was. You probably too young to remember. You was at your family reunion talking about hello King Go. Hello. They's like, get it Nike, get it Nike.
That's crazy.
Wait, no, Cody, I wanted to bring it back because you said like you was talking about the era that like Hov was like he didn't dominate, right? When did Ludacris dominate any of them eras?
Yeah, Ludacris had #1 albums.
Yeah,
back to back to back to
But
back.
like a year of Ludacris being dominant.
Early 2000 when he came out.
50 Cent.
No, 50 Cent.
50 Cent was
Bro.
killing everybody.
I wouldn't say, but I get what Cody's
Absolutely
saying.
not.
50 Cent
I get
was
what
killing
Cody's saying. There
everybody.
wasn't like
There
one.
was a time where Ludacris was like one of the like top in the rap game, bro.
I feel
Like
you though. Like it was a time, but I don't think he ever dominated so long that
It
makes him
was a
better
time,
than
yes, because Ludacris was like feature king for a whole like 2 years.
When was this?
He did a song with Nicki. He did a song with Ciara. He did a song with
That's just like late.
I think he had a good run, but I
It
wouldn't.
was fucking
2000s.
roll out. Like roll out was like that was like the
Yes,
number
like
one
early
song.
2000s
Roll out.
on up.
And I hear y'all.
What else did he had? He had to get some hair with Shauna.
That's
Like
Okay, that y'all auntie still be dancing
yeah.
to.
but like
Fucking, we talk
Welcome
about
to Atlanta.
Welcome to Atlanta. Remember when he dissed fucking T.I. on the same record? Y'all don't even remember shit like that.
I gotta.
Y'all don't even remember that. T.I. was on top of the rap game in the early when Jay-Z was out.
I think what
Gee,
Cody's trying to say, everybody, it wasn't like, I feel like now you have like one person that has like this long standing wave, and you have like a top 3, top 4. In the early 2000s or even like the 2010s,
many.
everybody was like raw. So
Yeah.
everybody had moments, everybody had time, and it was never like, we never said like, oh well, this person has to come back. Like how we say now, like how everybody was talking about Glorilla and saying, oh well, Glorilla got to come back with a hit or she's gonna fall off. It wasn't like that then.
Yeah.
Nobody was like
Also-
falling off for real, for real.
Go ahead, Jay.
They probably wasn't.
I'm
dropping
sorry,
it.
it's like hella delayed.
But it was a lot of music.
No, what I was gonna also say. What I was also going to say is it also depend on where they were from. Like people, like the South had their moment, and it was like all of the artists from the South had their moment. New York at the same time was having their moment too. So to Bree's point, yes, it for me, I feel like it had a lot to do with where you were from too. Nelly had St. Louis.
Nelly had a run. Country Grammar was a thing.
Yeah, Nelly
Oh,
had
for
a run.
sure.
Welcome to Nellyville was a thing. Like
Okay.
people was
Nelly
having
was
run.
a crossover artist. He was making real life country music.
He did that. Shake your tail for the They was doing a little dance on the beat.
Yes, and the Eagle song, y'all remember that
Drop
song?
down and get
Get
your
your
eagle
eagle on,
on.
girl. Drop down. Y'all know y'all.
And
was
y'all
dancing
remember
to
my
this.
song was that. You remember that country song is all in my head.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
about
yeah.
it over and over again. Like,
Hey,
stop
come on.
playing with him.
Nelly had hits.
Oh, see, I
He
hear
had that
y'all on
duo
that. though.
album. What? It was a whole country album.
It
Yeah.
was a whole country.
Right,
Out of
Cowboy
it, yeah.
Nelly.
Cowboy. But okay, wait. Let's go back to this conversation though.
But
because
y'all
all
gotta
of
remember
these
that
people
too when
you-
y'all be talking about Beyonce was the first one to like
Nah,
do
G.
that with country music.
all
no,
of
we
these,
ain't-
all of these people that you mentioned though, they had runs as far as commercial success is concerned. But what we are talking about is the actual lyrical capability of a Hove and a Ludacris.
And I
Win.
still think that Ludacris will
I,
win.
I still feel like Ludacris can get Hov on the verse. I don't think. If we talk about the body of works, I would say I will give it to Hov, right? But when we talking about like just rapping ability, we can't sit here and just say Hov. Like, bro, I can name a list of people if we put them. I can name a list of people that if they wrote a verse. I got a text message. We about to have a guest come on the live.
Oh, she coming?
Yeah, she come.
Alright.
Just have to hit me. I can name a list of people that if they wrote a verse, their verse would be better than Jay-Z's.
We gotta ask her when she comes.
Yeah,
and I feel
Andre 3000. I think the 3 stacks and Hov got on. I think Hov 3 stacks. It's a chance. Stacks
He
have
gonna-
it back.
But
Pull that flute out.
Andre got a better lyrical capability than like Jay-Z though. Like I don't think, but Andre's better than like I feel like.
But you think that Andre will be Hov?
I feel like so. Oh yeah.
Andre will be
And I
Hov,
feel like
but
a
Ludacris
lot-
won't be Hov.
Ludacris, no. Better than Hov, no.
I think.
Not better than
Yeah, I
Hov.
agree.
There's a lot of more people that's better lyrically.
Yeah, we gonna ask Skylar.
We're gonna ask Skylar.
Yeah, add it to the screen right now.
Can she hear us?
She can hear it.
Let me see.
Let me see.
There we go.
Skylar.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, could you hear us?
Oh yeah, yep. I can hear y'all.
You live, girl.
What's up, y'all?
What
What's up? What's up? What
up?
up? All right, so we just having a debate right now.
Uh-huh.
So the debate is that they don't feel like if
You gotta
Ludacris,
tell her the backstory.
so you better backstory
So
than me.
I don't know if you saw it on social media, but Ludacris came out to Cam Newton and said that he would be able to beat Jay-Z in a verse writing competition. Like all they gotta do is send the room, send the studio, they write one verse. And Ludacris said that he think that he could beat Jay-Z. So we having a debate on whether or not that's true or not. So what you think?
Damn. The little kid said that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow. Soon as I jump on the call. Me personally, I love Ludacris, but I don't know about no verses. I don't
Thank
know verses.
you.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
taking it there. That's taking it there, though. That's taking it there.
Okay, but as a
Dang.
so you, all right, I can't ask.
Skylar Blatt, ladies and gentlemen,
Skylar
because we
Black
haven't
joined the
said her
show.
name.
Give her a
Hey,
round of
girl.
applause. She joined the show.
Thanks
Hello,
for joining the show.
So appreciate you for joining the show. You know what I mean? One of these days we got to get you here in the studio with us. But you riding around here, you in Chicago right now, right?
Uh-huh.
What you got going on in the city?
I'm on my way to an interview.
Oh, so you doing interviews while you on interview? Check out. Check.
Yeah, I just left this high school.
What high school?
What was that? Diet.
I use that diet.
Diet.
I was using on low end, my neighborhood. Shout out to diet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just left the high school. I'm on my way to this interview now.
How was it?
It was fun. They was turn. I want them to teach me how to do that dance they was in there doing.
I wonder what it was.
Oh nah.
It's like with the feet, like when the feet be going like,
They was footworking.
Hey, is footworking?
yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah,
footwork in Chicago.
They weren't
yeah.
footworking in Ohio.
Y'all don't? I thought a lot of Midwest.
Footwork is
What
not.
y'all? So what's y'all dance in Ohio that y'all do?
You really gotta have your own type of moves in Ohio. Like, you got you. You might just get people that just be bopping, and you gotta have your own moves. Of course, everybody be twerking and stuff like that, but it ain't like no moves. Like we ain't got no moves where the whole city doing.
Mm.
Yeah, I need them to teach me that footworking.
Bree, don't
You
you
gotta come
footworking?
to the class. Yeah, I grew up footworking, so I got you. You gotta come up in here. We got you. I'm gonna teach you how to footwork.
She hear us still?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's only
Oh
it's
yeah.
only three of y'all on here, right? I just want to make sure because I couldn't hear
Yeah,
who
Yeah.
was talking.
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
yeah.
okay. All right. Yep, I heard
Okay,
y'all.
well, we can get So I know you traveling, you doing your promo run, but you got this track out with Chris Brown.
Yes.
Please
Mm.
let us know, how did that even come to be?
I had posted. Well, I had did this freestyle with this one song called "F Fame," and he had reposted it. So once he had reposted it, I had wrote him, and I'm like, "Thank you," stuff like that. Him and Lil Baby was going on a tour like 2 months after that in my city. So I had went to the show, and once I was at the show, I had DM'd him. I'm like, I want to come back there, like. So he had wrote me like 30 minutes later, like, okay, I'm gonna send somebody to come get you. Boom. He sent somebody to come get me. We went back there. He had an after party after the actual concert in my city. So once we got to the after party, that's where we was chopping it up at. We was just talking and stuff. He was congratulating me, letting me know that he liked my music and stuff like that. And then he was like, we gonna work. Like, let me get your contact. We gonna work. Like, so I'm right there. I'm excited. I'm like, okay. Like, so a couple weeks later, I had made the Wake Up record. And the day I made it, I told my engineer, I'm like, I'm about to send this to Chris, like, see what he think about it. So he had text me. He was like, "Want to wake up is fire." Like he was just sending mass messages like that's fire with emojis and stuff like that. And once he called me like 5 hours later, the day I sent that to him, he called me 5 hours later. He was like, "Don't drop the record, like don't drop that, like I'm," because they was still on tour. So he like, don't put that out. Like, do not put it out. Like, I'm like, I got you. Once we get off the phone, he texts me. He like, make sure you do not put that out. So that's when I
Mhm.
knew, like, yeah, he's serious. Like, he dead serious. So a couple weeks had went by. He was still on tour, but he would always reach out to me like, I ain't forgot about you. I'm gonna put that verse on there for you. Like I haven't forgot, like stuff like that. So one day he called me and he was like, it was in April. He had called me. He like, can you talk? I'm like, yeah, I can talk. He FaceTimed me. So he let me hear his verse. He was in the studio. He let me hear his verse. So we listening to his verse. I'm excited. I'm going crazy on the phone. So after that, we had spoke on that call. I had told him that I wanted to shoot the video. My birthday was coming up the next month. So I'm like, okay, I want to shoot the video for my birthday. He like, that's cool. Let me know. Just bring your cameraman. Let me know when you how you want to shoot it, what all you need, and we gonna lock in. So the next month had came. I think I went out there the first week of June. My birthday at the end of May. So the first week of June I had went out there with him at his house. He asked me like what I needed for the video. I'm like, okay, I want a cord. I want let's do a Rolls Royce scene, like just scenes like that. So he like, okay, that's cool. Meet me at the crib. Like so we had flew out there to LA. We shot the video at his crib. He was coming off a 24-hour rehearsal with Sierra from the previous day. So we was just rocking out the whole entire time, shooting a video or whatever, like but or we had already kept our bond. We just building our bond the entire time. Like so the connection was always there. Like
Mhm.
and that's how that happened. Like we literally just stayed in touch. I took a shot on sending him the record.
That be the
Like,
best for
let's
sure.
go.
Can she hear me? Hello.
Yeah, she get.
And it was
Uh,
crazy.
She went in the tunnel.
yeah.
Oh, she wanted to tell him.
Yeah, I think
She
she
probably
went in
going
the
to
tunnel.
GCI.
Yeah, it is like she was going on the tunnel.
She was on Lord Wacko.
That whacker be kicking your ass, okay? No, for real. The city need to do something about that. Cause even when I go into Lord Whacker, I get lost under there too.
Oh, facts.
They supposed to fix it because of you get on.
Yes, because my GPS goes out. Like, why is my GPS going out and I pay for service?
Why you in Chicago?
They need to put a hotspot down there or something.
That's crazy.
Not a hot spot.
They do need a hotspot down there.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah, we
back.
get you.
Take it away, Bree.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Well, I was just saying, I think it's dope how like genuine and organic y'all relationship came to be because it's really like he didn't want nothing from you. You really ain't want nothing from him. You just wanted him to like check out the music, and he ended up collabing, doing a whole video with you. Like that's dope. I know I was introduced to you when you did your On the Block performance. I think it was Sav that introduced me to you, and I'm like, oh no, one of my DJs, No CK, introduced me to you, and I'm like, oh, she cold, like she different. And one thing that I do like about you is your fashion sense. Like the looks be looking.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, for real. So
I appreciate that.
if you had to like sum up like your fashion sense, like what would you describe it?
I got like a very natural swag. Like it's natural, don't do too much, but it's loud at the same time. It's comfortable. If anybody pays attention, I like to be comfortable. That's the most number one thing I like to be. So when I'm getting dressed, I have to be comfortable. Like you rarely gonna see me in tight clothes. Like rarely.
I feel that. I like to be comfortable too. Cody be talking about me all the time when I like to be comfortable. He be calling me a little boy and say I'm his little brother.
Yes, that's
How you
crazy
gonna
because a
put
lot
me
of
on
people do
blast
that.
front the company?
Cause you can't do that. She needs to know. She needs to know.
Well, she needs to know that you be looking like little brother.
I don't look like little brother. You just be trying to talk ish and won't do that.
That's crazy. Well, I got up on you because you was rapping on the internet, and I was like, "Damn, Shorty cold." And then you was like, "Oh, she's from Ohio, so I got to show her some Midwest love even more." Um, so like,
Yes, the Midwest.
so let me, cause I think back at the time when I first got up on you, I think you were independent. Are you signed now?
Yes, I'm signed.
Who you with?
I'm signed to Sony, Arista, St. Cash, IOWT is who I started with. So I came to Sony with. IOWT.
Okay. How do you how do you like being signed, and like what's some of the like the benefits from like being with a major than just being independent?
Um, you do stuff like this, like stuff that we really didn't know too much about, like promo runs, for instance. Like this is like one of the best things that you can do to push your record and help build yourself up. All over your cities and the states. So I like it's about the machine type of machines that the labels be having to offer.
Okay. Who are some of the artists that you work with now that you be like, yo, this was dope, like I always wanted to work with them?
I missed the first part. You said what?
Who are some artists that you worked with that like that you was excited to work with?
Uh, Chris Brown.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, Chris Brown. Like,
Oh, Chris Brown still got it like that?
What you mean is Chris Brown?
Look,
wait,
Is you
man.
cool?
Look, Chris Brown ain't made no man. I'm shut
Ain't
up.
made no what?
Chris Brown don't be Chris Browning no more, man.
Yes, he do.
That's all
Why
I'm
would you
saying.
say that?
Cause on me, I'm
It's Chris
he
Brown.
don't be he be putting out like 40, 60 songs and nobody
But
trying to hear all that.
but that doesn't mean that he doesn't make great music.
I'm just
The
saying though,
music be good.
if you
Is it
give
a
me
little
if you give me
overstimulated?
100 tracks and I only like 4, but look, I like the track that him and Skylar got though. I like that track. That's all what matters.
Chris is a legend.
No, he a
Okay.
Thank
legend.
you.
He's a
He a legend.
legend.
So stop talking about him like that.
Uh, all
I
right.
don't
Everything
think
he
Chris
do
Brown
is
makes. I
amazing.
don't think he make a bad song.
I don't
Yeah,
say
I
he
said
made a bad
everything.
song. He just made too
Everything
many.
he did in the last 2 decades is amazing, and I'm not
Yeah,
just
like
saying
I
that
don't
because
think he
I
has
got a
made a
song with
bad
him.
song ever.
I'm saying it like because like I ain't saying it because I got a song with him. I'm being honest. Like the last 20 years, he everything he did was amazing. Everything he do is amazing.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna get out Chris Brown because it seems like y'all just that's y'all men's in
No,
the
it
room.
seemed like we're telling the truth and you
That's
being a
y'all
hater right
homie.
now.
So y'all like some Chris Brown. That's y'all homie. So I'm gonna just be cool on Chris Brown.
So, but that's y'all homie.
But all right, so beef is real popping right now in rap, right? So let me ask you this:
Is it?
Has have you ever had beef with other artists on your come up, and when you had like a little rap beef against somebody before?
Oh no, I don't be doing beefing and stuff. I ain't never had no beef with nobody ever. I
Would
ain't
you?
into that type of stuff. I be chilling now. A lot of
So
people be saying,
you team Drake or you team Kendrick? You ain't in the beef, but you could pick a side.
nah. I mean, I think that was a nice move for the culture. That was something that the culture needed. It was nice on both ends. Like, it was good for the culture. The culture ain't had that type of stuff going on in a long time.
Okay. I feel you. I'm still gonna ask you about the beef though, like, cause
You-
I was saying though, cause she got a pen, she can rap, so I just want to know, like, yo,
I
if
I feel
somebody,
like she got an answer too. She just don't want to tell
if
us.
somebody came to you on on that type of time, is you gonna be like, nah, I ain't with the beef, I'm gonna just keep it cool, or you gonna, you know
Do
what I'm
your
saying?
big one.
Yeah, what she said, the big one. You gonna do it?
Ain't nobody gonna come at me like that.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
But
it be
I
like
do feel like you being a lyricist and knowing how to write with your pen game. I know you got a picking on who won that last beef.
yeah, it was nice for the culture.
No comment. No comment.
Ah,
No comment.
Skylar.
man, so that's what come with being signed. They be giving y'all media training.
No
Okay.
comment.
That's that artist development.
Right there, yeah. We want to know what's going on. All right. So we was just about to get into story time right now, Skylar. I'm gonna kick it off with you. So I got a lady friend. She was telling me that she dealing with this guy, and he got this like dope crib, but he got finessed out some money somehow. So he owed $10,000 on his rent. Um, so he was trying to figure out, or he was gonna get evicted. So he trying to hustle and put the money together so he could pay his rent. He just went to court and shit not too long ago. So I ain't all that. It's not Chicago. But her dilemma was she was wondering like should she hustle and get some money together to help him come up with the 10,000,
No, she got the money.
and she got a few dollars, or she should be like, nah, tell him I can't do it. And her thing is like, well, I'm not a wife. I'm not a girl. I'm not even officially the girlfriend yet. But we've been rocking, and I really like this guy. She didn't know what to do. So if you was put in that situation, what would you do?
Like how much is they rocking though? Like
They
it start there.
exclusive.
They exclusive or they like just on the low, boom boom bop. You my peoples like
I
how they
think they
rocking?
exclusive. They exclusive. They just not in a relationship right now. Me, I'll play broke. I ain't got it.
10K on
Cause
your.
if
And
I
then
if
it's all
I
about what how do he what kind of position do he play in her life? Like is he one of the ones that come through or he just like needs something right now?
For what she was telling me is that if he used to offer when she needed something, but she had just turned it down because she her pride, like she didn't want him giving her too much or nothing.
Oh, oh, she can look out for him then.
She look out for him, so it don't matter if they ain't got a title or nothing, or no wife, nothing like that.
Titles is boring.
oh, you a nice person, Skylar. Cause baby, I
Mm.
would have played broke. I
Why
ain't
you
got it.
why you feel like titles are boring?
Cause it's restrictions.
They not boring. They overrated. Like it's like we be so young and learning ourselves each and every day. It's hard to learn somebody else while I'm still learning myself.
Mm.
Yeah, I
You
know
know, put my
we
focus
still
into
learning
learning
ourselves.
somebody.
Y'all
Yeah, it's
sound
so
so
hard to
toxic.
just learn.
No, I'm with her. We having a moment right now,
Man.
Y'all sound so toxic. No.
we having a moment. Yeah, we I'm learning myself. I like her, man.
Cause you gonna learn something new every day. You're always gonna evolve and you're never gonna stop learning stuff about yourself. So you keep using that excuse. I mean, as long as the hoes coming in, y'all probably don't care. But one day when y'all old and wrinkly and y'all need somebody to push y'all in that wheelchair down that nursing home, y'all gonna wish y'all locked in with somebody.
Mm.
I'm gonna have a young nurse push
You
me.
gonna be
See, that's
learning
why you give
yourself when
him.
you in
That's
that
why you
wheelchair
give him.
too.
That's why
But
you
you
give him that 10,000.
okay? When it's time to lock in, it's time to lock in. I hope he don't. I hope he don't. I don't know. A part of me feel like he's scamming her a little bit. I don't know. I just can't because
He's
how
scamming
do
her.
you get $10,000 in debt like that?
Right,
Unless your rent was just
right.
$10,000.
Yeah.
No, for what I was saying, I heard like she was telling me that he got finessed like scam. So they scammed to take his money out the bank type shit.
Mm. Oh well, I can't mess with
Oh,
nobody
but
that gets
was it
scammed.
his money?
You say what, Skylar?
You said they scammed his money out of there,
Yeah, they
out the
scammed
bank.
his money at the bank, and then
But why
I
can't he
guess
get it back?
he was sending his brother money to pay the rent because his brother stayed with him, but his brother was pocketing the bread.
That mean that your brother scammed you and he set it up to make it look like you gave him the money. And now you probably really need the money, but since you got played for a fool, I can't give you no money. You finna just lose it again.
Or is you and your brother trying to scam me?
Okay? Exactly. Cause y'all playing. I don't like that. Mm-mm. I don't like that. I don't trust it.
Nah, we still got scholarships.
Wait, I can't. Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, she is on there. Oh, we just can't see you. We can hear you.
We can hear you. We just can't see you. She got something over the camera.
Oh yeah, you can't hear her. Maybe she under whacker.
Well, she probably got Boost Mobile.
Fix that whacker.
But nah, she Boost Mobile good. We trying to
You
get some
need to
money
stop.
from
I
her.
was finna say Boost Mobile be advertising. They talking about talk crazy
Yeah,
about Boost Mobile.
yeah. We ain't gonna say nothing
My
bad, bro.
grandma got Boost Mobile. Okay, Cody is on demon
We
time.
ain't gonna get no thing. So
Child.
Jay, let me ask you that same question. You paying him that? You paying helping him come up with that 10,000?
She said no. You gotta unmute yourself.
Come on, Jay.
Unmute.
Jay. You know you gonna
My
come on
bad.
here. You know you gonna help him come up with that
I'm
money.
not. No, I'm a ride or die, but this nah. Like if that's my man and we've been together for a while, I'll cut a check. But if you just somebody that, mm-mm.
Uh-huh. Put all three of us on. We can't see her though. Jay, finish your thing. You said you was a man. What?
I said if that's
Can
my
y'all hear
man,
me?
I might cut a check. But if you just somebody that I'll refer you to somebody you could get a loan to from.
PLS
I
loan.
might do that.
Taking out loan is
Yeah, the
crazy.
Yes,
SBA.
I'll refer you to somebody, or and especially if you got scammed, that lets me know you're not good with trusting people, which means how am
Okay.
I gonna sit here and trust you with some money and expect you to give it back to me? Nah, because
Okay.
you already don't lack discernment, and when you give somebody that type of bread, that's a lot of money. And then to Skylar's point, like at this point, I'm looking at you like, is this really? Did you scammed, or did you scam? Are you trying to scam me? Because who in their right mind gonna give somebody $10,000?
I agree. I wouldn't have gave it nothing.
We could hear you.
We can hear you. We just can't see you.
I don't know if she can hear us though.
Can she hear us? I was gonna say clap twice, but she can't see us. We can't see her clap.
You know what, Cordero?
We just gotta end the show.
We do. Dang, we
At
gotta
the end
get
of the
Skylar
day,
in here
what?
next
At the
time.
end of the day gotta end.
At the end of the day gotta end.
And it also depends too on where you at on my roster. Because if we not like that, but I rock with you.
She is son. She got roster. Jay, that's what I'm talking about, Jay.
I don't
I
have
don't
a
got no
roster. I
roster.
am
I don't. No, I
a
don't.
one man
That's a conversation we gotta have. Women, y'all
single
have a roster.
wholesome.
Is our guest here,
Oh, you ain't get the text message.
Sir?
none?
Let's talk about something else.
Um,
What have you been
Yes.
listening to?
That's crazy.
You know,
Wow, that's crazy.
what have you been listening to, Cody? You know that Chief Keef came out
Almighty
Yeah.
Soul too.
too. Dos.
I actually got a feature that I need to publish on that. I wrote over the weekend.
I saw in an article. I think he did a Grammy. The Grammys did a piece on him, and they was asking him like, how do he feel about so many new artists saying that he was a big influence on them, and he was like, I ain't trying to hear that shit. I love so. I
That's
feel like
funny,
that's
man.
so humbling in a way though, cause it's like he kind of made it seem like it was the circle of life, cause he was like, when I was coming up, like Lil Wayne and like Gucci inspired me. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
kind of just like it should just be a normal thing to be inspired by people. But he was like, I ain't trying to hear that every time. He like, I appreciate it though. I think that was very humble of him.
I'm like, do you think it's because he don't want to feel like he getting old in the game?
He's 27.
He's
Nah,
still
I don't
young.
think so.
He's still young, but he been in since he was 16. Or
I
like
feel
15.
that.
I don't even count that because he ain't been making music like that. So
But
he
no,
got
that
some years
count
knocked
though.
off.
That count. If
Yeah,
I
man.
blow up at 16 and I'm still around at 27, that count.
That's a real good question though. I don't know if I'm the right person to ask it.
Hmm.
No, I can ask it, but I'm gonna let Chris answer it. Is Sosa really still around?
Yeah.
He's still effective? Is he still relevant in the
Is he
rap
still-
game?
Yes, do you know how many people say how much of an influence he is?
We talk about 16 to 18-year-old Chief Keef. I'm talking about Chief Keef. That's like Lil Wayne. Is Lil Wayne relevant now?
Yeah. Wait, all right. Let's define relevancy, right?
What?
Relevant. Oh wait, relevant in what
Is
way?
Weezy, is Dwayne
Boy,
Carter?
it's some shit in your Altoids because what the hell?
Lil Wayne is relevant now.
What you? Yes.
Yes.
What you mean? All right.
Yes.
What makes him irrelevant?
People are asking for Lil Wayne features. Rob
Who?
49 just did a Lil Wayne, but don't say it's Rob 49. Well, Rob 49 just did a Lil Wayne, just had a feature on, Lil Wayne just featured on the Rob 49 song.
If
Okay.
Wayne hop on your project, that's a good look, no matter what. I don't know what you're talking about. What you mean he's
Right.
irrelevant?
That's a stamp. Like there's
If-
certain artists that
If
will
Wayne
always
hop
doesn't
on this
matter if they're
podcast,
putting
that's relevant. What do you mean?
Oh hell yeah, Wayne! Shout
Oh
out.
God!
Okay,
Wayne
he's
hop on this-
relevant.
Shout out Lil
So
Wayne.
stop it. Talk about shout out to Gucci.
Shout out my nigga.
Shout out to Weezy. But bro, Wayne is not relevant, bro. I love Wayne. I love everything.
I think if Wayne come out with a mixtape tomorrow, everybody is gonna want to listen to it.
And I feel like it's just gonna go like how
Exactly.
Cowboy Carter went. It's the next week. Ain't nobody
Cowboy
going.
Carter. What you mean? Cowboy Carter is
same
is
10
on
X's.
platforms. Cowboy Carter is getting played on the radio.
I wish I had 4 hands so I can give it 4 thumbs down.
Just because you don't like Beyonce, just because you don't like Beyonce, don't mean you have to shit on her music.
That shit ass.
No, it's not.
Why you do this every live though? Every
He
live you
always
talk
find
about
a way to bring up
Beyonce.
Cowboy Carter. Like that's a hater.
Yes.
That's major shit.
Okay.
We need to make
Shout
a
out
Beyonce
Hov.
hate jar, and
And Blue Ivy them.
every
Nah,
time
Beyonce-
Cody miss Beyonce, we charge him some money.
I ain't gonna lie, cause if I meet Beyonce, I'm gonna be the main one. So I say,
Okay, cheese.
cheese up.
Cheese.
But still,
Right, then
like,
what you gonna do if she heard you? What you gonna do if she
Beyonce,
say?
this
I
ain't
say
even
nothing
on
with you. I
Beyonce's
heard you
internet. This
this
on
to
somebody
me.
else's internet. She ain't gonna watch
Okay,
this.
don't say too much. You don't.
Nah,
ain't
you
gonna
don't
be no
know
more
that.
for it.
You do not know that.
You gonna speak them up into existence. The Beehive, they don't play.
You saw what happened to Karuchi.
What happened to Karuchi?
Karuchi lost her job after she said Blue Ivy hair was nappy.
That was Karuchi that said that
Yeah.
on 106 and Park?
Yeah.
You saw what happened to Carrie Hilson.
Okay.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
ain't
we
worried
got-
about no Beyonce and no
Got
Y'all know who I am?
You know who Beyonce is?
I know who she is.
Them Altoids really got your head fried.
She's a lovely young lady that makes amazing music.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? With a happy family.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That work
Flip
ethic.
this. Flip this.
Like, I love Beyonce. she's a great person.
Man,
Shout out to Beyonce.
what y'all been listening to, man? Bree, what you been listening to?
I went to the Mariah the Scientist concert. Shout out to Live Nation.
Ooh.
It was amazing. I had a great time. She makes me want. I think I want a boyfriend now. Like I want to be in love. I do. I really want to be in love. So shout out to Mariah for that. And I forgot she was a Scorpio, so I felt
Cree, you got my
the
meme.
energy. I am. I'm about to be in love, and y'all gonna be real mad. Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Get up
That's
out
what I
these
love to hear.
streets.
Hey,
I chose the wrong one last time. I know I did.
He probably watched this too. That's my mellow. Shout out to you, bro.
okay.
Chill out. Please chill out.
That's my bro. He
That's
cool.
invasive. I just sprinkled a little bit. You ain't gotta take it home.
What do invasive mean? Somebody Google
Invasive?
that.
You don't know what invasive mean?
Nah, I want
Really? And he talking about I can't read.
Let's process this. Cody, what do you think invasive means?
Why we gotta do this on TV? Oh, wow, why would you do that to
I was
me?
trying to teach you how to use your context clues.
Why you gonna teach me? Because we do that outside of work?
Okay, sorry.
Why would you use a word and you can't fully explain
Well, I used
what the
it.
word means?
I
Oh,
used
you
it,
know.
and he asked what it meant.
Right.
Oh,
Why you
okay,
all
okay,
over
okay,
here? Nah.
What you been
Ooh,
listening to,
that's
J.
right.
Marie?
Yeah, what you been listening to? With that bun on the side.
what
That
have I
new
been
Megan Thee
listening
Stallion.
No. What have I been listening to? I've been listening to it was something I was listening to. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know.
It's okay.
I've been
It's
listening
okay.
to I've been listening to a lot of R&B. Oh, it's this guy named Aaron Ray, I think his name is, or something.
I love
like
Aaron
that. I don't know.
Ray.
Yes, he came on my playlist because I've been listening to a lot of R&B lately, and I just
I
fell
like
in love
that
with
for
him.
you.
So I've been listening to. I was listening to like all his albums the other day. He might have a fan now.
I like that for you.
I like
I
it.
listened
Okay.
to Beer Nick dropped a new song
You know she was in a
called
feature video?
Espresso. Yeah, I saw his future video called Espresso Martini. I like it.
Like
It's a cute
Espresso.
little vibe.
I've been seeing all of the women. I was going to say something else, but all the women.
Espresso Martini is it's a thing.
It's a thing. That's like they little drinks now.
Yeah,
That's what's up. You know,
It's a
my
cute
drink been
drink.
this summer.
it ain't even the summer yet.
He been drinking lemon drop.
On the rocks together.
I've never had a lemon drop a day
He
in my
been
life.
drinking. He been drinking.
I don't like it.
No, I've been drinking mojitos.
Okay, expand your palate.
What's the palate?
Okay, okay.
It's like a drink.
Let's just wrap this up.
Yo, you know what?
A palate is
Listen,
not a
I
drink.
know what palate mean. I just
Cody.
know it.
Okay,
Damn.
what do you mean?
It mean you something that you expect.
Okay.
Cody, what? Expand your palate. Your palate is like your taste buds.
I
Like,
know it's my buzz that taste.
okay, good. Yep. As long as you know what we talking about. I don't care how you react. As long as you know.
Okay, girl, for real. All right.
You been on one today.
It's
What's
been an
going on
amazing
with you
show.
today?
This has been an amazing show. Shout out to everybody that's watching.
Shout out to Skylar Black for sliding through.
Shout out to the squad. Everybody give us y'all a round of applause.
Yeah. Shout out to J. Marie for contributing.
Shout out to Chris.
Shout
for doing
out to
some work
Brandon
today.
Pope for coming in.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody.
Shout out to everybody for doing work, because y'all do work. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all just do, especially the new ones. Don't let Cody tell y'all don't do no work.
Hey, put that
take it
finger
for
down. Don't put that finger at me. No
take
more.
it for a grain of salt, okay? If he tell y'all don't do no work, that mean that
What it mean?
he just need his haircut.
Sign up for What's the Buzz. What's the Buzz on Monday. Submit your music every week. And we out.
Not
Bye.
He was reading with his finger.
He was. I had a cramp in my foot